say that grown-up men are still just little boys, that really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, Honda,
the AES 500 Festival Parade. We are sitting on the south side of Monument Circle. Yeah, we're up. This is the Home and Garden Show.
We just started early. You were just so excited.
No, he said we're up.
Yeah, but you didn't wait for the power tools.
Oh.
So now our listeners are going to be thrown off. I'm thrown off.
So
Pat's
wait a
not
minute.
even here.
Did you get? Is the music didn't play?
It did play, but Denny was just so excited he just started talking without the power tools.
Oh.
And then you talk.
Yeah, I never knew that was a rule. I've been doing this for 21
I would say
years.
our listeners know it's a rule, and it's fine. It's fine. I just I'm a little thrown off now, but it's okay.
Terry Lynn Stacy joins me. I don't know who this lady who's been writing me is, but Terry Lynn Stacy's down here. Cam is here. Nick's here.
It's a great day.
It's a great day. Oh, I hear you on the Hammer and Nigel show. I know this voice.
Yeah, I'm there sometimes.
You're there sometimes.
But
Hey,
right
Pat's
now,
here.
is he here? Yay!
Pat just
yes.
walked in, and we were told that he wasn't going to be here. And our blessings to Sullivan Hardware, because they are the ones that are sponsoring this calling of the 500 Festival Parade. Mr. Sullivan, the chairman of the board, chief executive officer, thank you for this.
The weird thing is you said, oh, we were told he wasn't going to be here.
Well,
there was such disappointment in you.
That's all right. I was also told that I didn't hit the music prop. Yeah.
Look at you and your...
Oh, wait a minute. You haven't seen the whole thing. Remember when we got these shirts for WIBC?
He's got red, white, and blue pajama pants on.
Yeah, they're golf pants.
Whatever.
No, really. They got little places to put the
has
tees.
black and white striped polo on.
You only need like a
I tell you what,
Uncle Sam hat.
Hey, to those in my family who are listening,
there's Terry. I didn't see. Hi, Terry.
Your role has been replaced by Pat Sullivan and Allison as far as riding me like a rented mule. I always thought that was my brother Tommy's job.
I don't like that at all.
Hi, Terry.
Pat, love your hat.
Oh, thanks. They're brand new. It's a new Sullivan Hardware
cool.
retro hat.
I love it. I'm going to get one.
We do it best.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for sponsoring this calling of the 500 Festival.
The Sullivan trains, Sullivan Express, are in the parade for the second year in a row.
That's right.
So we're going to be here monitoring them.
Yeah, so I drove by Economy Plumbing, who was kind enough to allow us to use their docks to unload the trains. And because, I did not do my homework on the traffic.
Oh.
So I came right down Pennsylvania.
Oh, not good. That's parade route, mister.
So that was closed. So I shot over to Capitol, hoping that was not parade route, and was able to sneak in between the building, like we do, down the alley.
Oh, so fun.
Down the alley. But I looked in and saw at Economy Plumbing, the trains. The guys are out there getting the trains ready. They've got what was that?
It was nothing. Don't pay attention. Just keep going forward.
It sounded like
just keep
a launching of a ballistic missile.
It could have been, but just move on.
It was the 9 o'clock cannon.
See something, say something.
Wow.
So you know.
So, anyways, the trains are getting ready, and it's going to be. The weather looked iffy, but I mean, it's going to be a little cooler than.
It's perfect.
We have been on.
I'm with Terry. It's going to be perfect today.
But we have been on a run of great days for the parade, and I think this will still rank in there.
Oh yeah.
Just not quite as warm. But not bad.
And that's not bad. And tomorrow
could be rainy.
Early in the week, they said we might have a little rain. You could count on rain. Now there's no really mention of like something that would be slowing down the race.
Now you're part of the broadcast
Which
team
means
tomorrow.
Kyle Larson can maybe do the double.
Yeah, that might be exactly right.
Could happen.
So what time do we get to hear Terry Lynn Stacy tomorrow morning?
Well, Pat or Denny, I probably will start the day around. I think we start at 6.
At 6.
Yeah, they go 6 to 11 tomorrow. From live out at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Pagoda Plaza.
Tony Katz and JMV will be taking charge.
If JMV will get out of the camper.
What time do you guys need me? Do you need
tomorrow?
me? Yeah.
Listen, love to have you, but listen, wait, is there a flyover?
It's flyover.
Wow, we've had so many.
Yeah, that was actually a Southwest
Gates
flyover.
Are open. That's kind of
Southwest
a sign.
coming from Denver flyover, so that was pretty cool.
It's not in the script. So
hey, Bronco,
that's a pretty big surprise.
Bronco stopped by to say hi to everybody.
Bronco
and he's part of our security.
Sure is. Oh, here comes the Boy Scouts. Don't miss him if he's counting 4, 5, 6,
7.
11, 12.
Oh, Terry. That poor Boy Scout lost
my
count.
God. But you know what? He's only starting from right there. It's okay.
This poor Boy Scout is counting
so he's
chairs.
counting chairs, and Terry started with her 1, 2, 5.
And his
he
face just
instantly
went
got
red.
confused and turned around and went back.
You guys are ornery
wait
today.
a minute. He's a scout.
But he may be new. He may be new.
He's supposed to be. He's supposed to be prepared.
Yeah,
he should have been prepared
That's
for a
it,
heckler.
right?
For a heckler.
He's going to get a lot of it today, so he's going to be ready. You know, he's going to be ready. I apologize. I do apologize. That was wrong.
Let's have him on the air.
I'm a scout, so here he comes. Don't look at him.
No, I think you should just not look at him.
Talk.
He's got good hair.
He's got it.
Did you
get
it?
Okay, good.
Okay, good.
I think he's actually crying.
No, he's not crying. He's a first-class scout. A first-class scout doesn't
he's
cry.
He's stressed out. I'm so sorry.
Well, I think when somebody picks on him.
I'm going to go apologize to him. I am. I'm going right now.
Okay.
You're just going to make it worse.
Yeah.
No, the scoutmaster's looking at me. Hold on.
Okay,
boy.
now you're in trouble.
Now you're going to get arrested.
Anyway, we are set up. If you come out to the parade, come by and just wave at us. We are looking straight down Meridian on the south side of the circle. It ought to be a great day for a parade. Just a great day, Pat.
I do think so. It's as long as the sun stays. You know what? I think what we've learned this week, which I think we knew, but maybe we forgot and now we remember again, it's all about the sun.
All about the sun.
It's all about the sun.
That is so true.
55 with some sun, I'm okay. But you can have those cloudy skies,
or the wind.
With a little bit of wind, and it could be 60 and it feels awful.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, there goes
Tim Murphy and Colin.
Tim, the Mini was a couple weeks ago.
These
are you running the Mini or trying to finish it?
These are friends of the show. Tim Murphy, who is one of my workout partners at Exercise Inc., and his buddy Colin flew in from North Carolina.
2 hours and 57 minutes. And
there were people in wheelchairs that did better than that.
They lost their way, so
running.
they're still trying to finish.
So here's what's going to happen.
Go that way. I think that's the right way.
We are going to be talking to people, and all of a
Counterclockwise.
sudden, you're going to lose complete track of what's going on in the
you
show.
joking?
There we go.
Heimlich.
That's what I knew that was coming.
Are you okay?
Yeah. But anyway, don't worry about security. Not only are Central Indiana law enforcement on it, we have Army, we have the national people here. And, buddy, this place is in good, secure hands.
There's the police on bikes.
Yeah.
There they go. They're usually like the pre-parade festivities.
They're the guys that couldn't make it on the horses.
Or the bikes.
So they gave them bikes.
Or the motorcycles.
Come on, guys.
That's not true.
I was watching.
They're all perfect.
I was watching WTHR, and I feel like. Can you hear me? Okay. I feel like
loud and clear.
You're coming in good.
There was
fine.
some change in my settings there.
Well, it's too much, Pat. We want to give you more.
Well, you started
return.
screaming when you were talking to your friend, and so I turned it down a little bit.
Okay.
Sorry, that was my fault.
So it was
I'm new at this.
So definitely your fault.
Yeah.
So I was watching Channel 13, and they were going to the Today Show.
Uh-huh.
And right at the beginning of the Today Show, it was Peter Alexander and somebody else that I don't know. And they just were like, the place to be this weekend is Indy. Because they talked about the game last night and then St. Elmo's and whether St. Elmo's is going to have enough shrimp cocktail. But it's really cool. We got that national attention. Cool.
All eyes are on us at this very moment.
How about the Pacers?
Awesome.
Were they awesome?
Incredible.
There was no doubt about that
amazing.
game the whole way through. There's no comeback.
I love them.
What, last night?
Them.
Yeah.
It was neck and neck the whole time. What were you watching?
Not the second half. It wasn't neck and neck second half. First half is the first half. By the way, Smile, you're going to be on Candid
Well, I
Camper.
think they kept getting to 4, but it was a tight game. But I agree. The second half we had a little they seemed to be a little more rattled. So,
they're all good. They're all. You know what? I love them all. This is reminiscent of years gone by.
I know.
When you didn't love them all?
When you watch them play, you have to think of Billy Keller.
You think of Bill
Right.
Keller,
Absolutely.
Neto, Darnell, all of them.
Yeah.
But you do.
Mel Daniels.
Oh my gosh, Mel.
I mean, I just think of Mel Daniels, the ABA.
All of them.
You know all of them, and it's a team
Roger.
that you know all of them. And
And that guy, other guy,
Which one?
Reggie. That's the other one.
Oh, Reggie.
He was much
Last
later
name?
than the other guys.
Miller, you mean?
Miller, yeah.
He's on a first-name basis with them. So.
Oh, yeah. It's cool that he's calling the game on TV, the national.
Yeah, it is.
It's kind of cool having him there. And it's just so super fun, because I don't think my expectations have not been very high. Whatever you all do is great because I love you all.
Right.
So I didn't have this expectation ever of, what, they're going to go to the championship and they're going to,
You are a member of the sportscasting press. They don't have any love for the Pacers.
No, they don't.
They've always been the underdog.
And that's kind of cool.
And
I like them being an underdog.
The bookmakers are just as bad. So somebody's losing money, I hope.
It's okay. You know what? It's okay.
Yeah.
I love them. I think what are they having? So tomorrow's another gold out, after the race, and everybody's hustling downtown, and they're having a gold out. And the shirts you're going to be getting say Zoom, baby.
I saw that.
I love it. I love it.
They were interviewing Halliburton after the game.
Love him.
And he was talking about, he goes, in the game, I've never seen it before, but it's the racers and the Pacers. So it's possible there could be a lot of intoxicated people in the crowd.
Wow, that was last night at the card party. Oh, man, the Hammer and Nigel show. I've never heard so many people just having a great time, and they were well lubricated. Yeah, it was carb day.
JMV was out there doing his show. JMV is actually staying in a camper in the Coke lot. He's in a mobile home, an RV in the Coke lot.
I was waiting.
He'll stay down through the race.
I was waiting in an Uber for you guys to call me, but I guess you didn't need me.
We needed you today.
No, it wasn't a matter of need. It was a matter of want.
Plus, I would feel bad if you were the one who had to carry Hammer home. So
yeah, well, that's what I was there for.
Yeah,
that's why I got the Uber XL.
It's all right.
So I could lay him down.
I thought it was the two-wheel cart.
Hey, shout out to the Sullivan Hardware, Arden, and the.
Was that great?
The
basketball
social media post.
I didn't see it.
They did a social. The 2 games ago in the improbable win.
Go into overtime.
The last, to make it go into over. We thought we won, but the toe was on the line. But you know how the ball went up and bounced way high, and you're like, when do those ever go in?
So
they usually go off the back. But anyways, so Arden put together a video where our staff is like, the first scene is he's throwing a wad of paper and it hits the wastebasket, goes up in the air, and then back in.
But they did it with potted plants. You did it with everything.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it was very
I'm seeing it now. Okay.
Yeah.
But you guys see it on Instagram.
Yeah. So it's gotten very good.
There goes a potting sweat.
If you come,
it's a runner.
Yeah. We are here for the 500 Festival Parade. We are brought to you by the Michaelis Corporation. Water storms, fire, wet basements, mold, you name it, they can help you get through it. It's, what's the number, buddy? 866-FIX-INDY, 844-FIX-INDY.
844-FIX-INDY, the AES 500 Festival Parade.
If you come down, bring a wrap. You're going to warm up as the parade goes on. But
what kind of
no, not that type of
WRAP.
I'm a Buffalo chicken guy myself.
Okay, Allison, look at me. Who calls it a wrap? Bring a wrap.
No.
Bring a jacket.
Thank
a shawl.
Hey, Pat, in case I miss the opportunity later in the show, shut up. Just shut up. Okay?
Yeah, everyone, make sure you bring a shawl with you.
Get your pashminas out, everybody.
Terry, you can stick up for me here anytime.
Well, I could.
Hey, listen.
There's a lot of voices right now. I try to stay away when we've got a lot of voices talking.
Hey, Ter. Now, listen, I haven't told Denny yet, but Terry and I are doing the public address here for section.
I think
we're section
we just got the note.
C.
Yep.
So
I won't miss
it'll be you and Allison.
What?
And Landon's going to join us a little bit later.
We're going to be perched up.
Don't know where we're at exactly. They'll come by in a little bit and they'll tell us where we're going.
What the rumor is that Pat and Terry are nesting.
Bring a wrap. Oh yeah.
We'll have a mic, right? I got something worked out with the dance move.
It'll be a garden hose. That's what it'll be.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Pick us time for a break.
Is Ethan upstairs?
He is.
Hey, Ethan.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, what's that sad voice?
Oh, just up here by myself.
I can't hear him at all.
He's so sad.
He's very sad.
My goodness.
I can see you guys from this time, too. You guys are close.
Can you hear him?
I'm like a little dog.
A little dog.
His little soft voice, his little sad voice. Tears in his eyes, I can hear it.
He's up there
Ethan,
all by
you know what?
himself.
I'll come up at the hour break. Are you still in your jammies?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a break for you, okay?
Thanks, Pat.
We're coming right back with more of WIBC's coverage of the AES 500 Festival Parade. Hey, good morning. Welcome. My name is Pat Sullivan.
Mr. Sullivan, how are you?
With 2 L's. My friend Denny Smith, Denny with 2 N's, and then Terry with 2 R's.
Back home again, everybody.
In Indiana. Wow.
This is when everybody
I'm so
starts
glad there's not a second verse.
I'm glad we have that Jim C.
Who?
Cornelius.
Oh, the opera.
Yeah.
He's
kills
great.
that thing.
He does kill that thing. And, I get to talk to him on the red carpet every year, and he just loves being here with his whole heart.
Where's he from? Do you know?
I don't know, but I know he's obviously in the Chicago area, right?
I thought he was from Indiana.
No,
he's not from Indiana. He went to school in Indiana.
There we go.
Went to IU.
Yes.
Oh, I thought he just traveled through Indiana on 65.
No.
He sings for the Blackhawks. I know that for the Blackhawks
that's right.
for the hockey team.
You're right. Now
he
remember
is quite a singer.
So, okay. So it's kind of fun to be here early because you kind of start to see it goes from quiet. Although it's a little different setup this year because of the construction on the circle.
South side.
On the south side. There's not as many chairs set up. So, like, normally there's chairs all through here. Yeah,
and usually there's people behind us that are sitting on the staircase.
Yeah.
But that's all blocked off right now. But
right. So if
the other side looks really nice.
Yeah, if you get through the construction and sit there, you're going to have a restricted view. So, but wasn't there always chairs right here?
And a lot of people bring lawn chairs too. And
they'll fill those spots.
I bet you that's what'll happen.
They usually put something right here. Here are chairs usually right in here, to my right.
Okay, so, but then the people start, and then here comes IMPD bicycle patrol. They're the guys that weren't good enough for the horses.
No, don't say that. That's not true.
Bad. One of them's a medic.
Some people just don't want to be a horse person.
Well, some people just don't have a personality for a horse. And so these guys are more huffy guys.
It depends on which end of the horse. You've got the perfect for the southbound end of a northbound horse.
Some officers just can't do it, and speaking of officers, we had a trailer stolen out of our parking lot this week. It belonged to the remember
they just pulled in and started selling stuff?
No, there was a trailer that was there. It belonged to the Amish guys doing the greenhouse.
Oh.
And they had a really sophisticated lock on it, but somehow this van came
during the day.
No, at night, about 5:04 actually, because we have a great video of it. And then, so they took off with their van. Well, the ball must have been the wrong size then. You know, you got your 1 3/4 and 1 7/8. And it was this is a big trailer, and they're moving down.
And they're hitching it to the van. Is that what they did? They hitched it to the back of the van. And would never think that there was a camera inside at a big hardware store.
I know, but they actually did get away because they went down and then it jumped off the hitch.
Oh no!
And then it ended up blocking 71st Street. So the grade school where our kids go to, they put out, a text that said, "Hey, 71st Street's blocked."
But you got the trailer back? He did.
It's pretty well damaged because it went in the ditch, and so IMPD was on it and.
Man.
He goes, he goes, that thing had 71st Street boggled up till 8 a.m. So 3 or 4 hours just because it, was upside down and all that stuff.
Man, you know what?
Dude, it's
stealing from the Amish is at one of the
I know.
Right at the top.
I know. And David wanted me to file the report for him. It's like, dude, I know you're Amish, but you have a cell phone. Toot yourself. But anyway, so it worked out. But it's amazing. You know what goes on at night in this city?
Oh.
It is like...
Yeah. Wild West.
It is the like Wild West.
I mean, it is.
Thieving, a bunch of thieving people.
Right. And stupid people, and also people that just don't care. They
No.
don't care that ring doorbells are watching what you're doing or nothing.
That's the truth.
You know?
They don't
just,
care.
Nope, don't care. Just don't care.
So and it looked like it was a white van because we had a van stolen out of our parking lot as well.
Good heavens.
And I think that could be our van.
So now you're just paranoid. Everywhere you look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll be watching you.
Yeah.
Wow. Well,
I know.
I'm glad it kind of turned out well that nothing was taken, right?
No,
Out of
but
their-
actually
out of
they
their-
had taken stuff out of it
They did.
during the day a week earlier. Because during the day when they're working, the trailer was unlocked. So they didn't lock it till they would leave at night. And with all the cars around, they didn't think any. But
can you put a hot fence around
stole
it?
Some saws.
You know, like what the farmers do to keep their cattle back.
Yeah.
Put a hot fence around Sullivan Hardware.
Yeah, it is disappointing.
It is disappointing. It's just
And you wouldn't
everything
think
is
that
just a
in
mess.
South. You know,
Good morning, everybody. Saturday.
Everything is just to the circle. It's just
Saturday morning.
The thievery, the gunshots.
I know there is, but you wouldn't expect it in South Carmel.
No.
So where we are.
I forgot you were in
SoCar. SoCar. We're in South Carmel.
On a brighter note,
which goes down to South Carmel, goes to right about to 65th Street.
Congratulations to all the graduates. It's really fun to see the graduation ceremonies, parents and grandparents.
We just
everybody
changed the subject.
Well, you guys were getting depressing. Here we are, the showcase of Indianapolis right now, and you're talking about.
Well, you should maybe say something like more along the subject and say something like, I had the fondest memories of a trailer I had as a kid.
Yeah.
So that would be more in line rather than just, whoa! Now we're graduating.
Do you
Hey,
see
listen,
that?
if I can, I'll change the subject if I can.
Sure, go ahead.
To gardening. I got the most beautiful bucket of peonies from Todd Jameson. I mean, there must be 50 peonies in this bucket. All the colors. I've received
Was
them
this
a couple
from the
of days
Peony
ago.
Festival?
This is from the Peony Festival, and he's a grower. He has a big farm, and he does flowers and then fresh cut, and then he puts them at the markets and some of the places. Todd Jameson from Balanced Harvest Farm in Shelby County.
Okay.
And this bucket, it was left in my office within probably a half an hour of them arriving. That whole fourth floor smells like peonies.
So these are
love them.
These are cut peonies.
These are cut peonies in a big bucket for me, and I mean, I thought, everybody should enjoy these.
Did he give you any ants?
No, there's no ants. They're
that's
just
good.
perfect. They're every color, and there truly isn't anything like a peony has become one of my favorites. It really has because of the fragrance.
I think it's our state flower.
They are. It's our state flower, and I didn't appreciate them. And now I've really learned to appreciate them, and I think I'd like to try to grow one. It's a bush, right?
It is.
And it's a bush. I would just plant it, and then it would just grow
I shouldn't say
every
bush.
year.
It's a perennial. So so they die back.
We have Grandma B's peonies, and my worst nightmares are going to die.
I know.
There's such guilt with legacy plants like that.
How old are they, do you think?
2 years.
Grandma B would have been 112, 115. I don't know.
But you've got that plant that came from her.
You know what? I'm trying to remember where I planted it because when we moved, I had to move it, and I think it's out in the hayfield someplace.
Oh, so
I
you really?
I hated it.
Care about it. You hate it.
Between that and the irises.
Sounded like you didn't really didn't care for Grandma either.
No, I love Grandma
because
B.
Grandma. Hey, Grandma, we're gonna put your peonies, but we're gonna put them way out, and we're gonna forget where the hell we put them.
This is a sad story.
Just like you forgot my birthday when I was 7.
Whoa. God,
at least you've moved on.
You guys are weird today.
No, we're not. It's Parade Day.
It's Parade Day.
Everybody's a little weary, but excited.
Oh, yeah.
There's so much going on.
And the weather looks like it's going to hold, I hope.
Perfect weather. Look at this. Not a cloud in the sky. It is gorgeous today. I want it to stay this temperature the rest of the weekend.
I wish it would stay. It looks like the today looks like the high temperature day of the weekend, I believe.
Oh my goodness, I love it, love it, love it. What a week it's been. I was thinking about this the other day. Yes, Indy 500, the drivers, I don't know that there's anything like this when it comes to professional athletes, but this week in particular, the demands when they get to Indianapolis, it's amazing that they can think about, that they have time to think about, okay, I got to race on Sunday.
Have you seen those steering wheels?
It's the most expensive part of the car. It's
the
steering wheel.
And to figure that out,
they're like video games.
Yeah.
Everything's on the steering wheel. But they had so many things they had to do all week long. They were appearances, and then also practicing, and then running to other appearances. I was with Andretti Global at an elementary school this week, and they were spending their time there in the morning, bright and early in the morning, talking to the kids, and all the drivers did that. It was community day, so they were all at elementary
So they do the community stuff. They got to take care of their sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
And
today is Autograph Day. Autograph Day.
Right. It's Legends Day out there at the track. It's just, and then the parade and everything. There's nothing like it. And on top of that, so many people have garage passes now that they are truly, you've got hordes of fans all morning long before you go out to race, that are up and down and tugging on your shirt. And,
so Terry, has that changed in the years that you have covered that?
It used to be really just media and certain people were allowed in those garages, and now it used to be you couldn't even wear shorts in the garage. It was really strict. Women weren't allowed in the garage.
Leather. You had to wear leather shoes, no shorts.
Yeah, but now everybody is allowed in that garage. And it used to be if it's 18 and over, and now it's kids. Everybody's in. And so you think about what they're dealing with.
There's a special pass for 17-year-olds.
Getting ready to go out in 200 miles an hour on a track.
17-year-olds can get in now with somebody else with a bronze badge or a silver badge, and it's called a teen badge. It's $75.
Yeah.
And you'll see a lot of kids
buy them.
You can buy.
You can buy a bronze badge.
Right.
You can buy a silver badge.
Yeah.
It used to be. She's right.
They were very exclusive. If you got a badge of any sort, it was really because you were there to work or you were there to do something.
Right.
But now they started selling them, and so now people can buy the badges.
And they're not cheap.
And we got to get going because I feel like we're not treating this like a radio show. That we're kind of just treating it like we're sitting around.
That's because I am.
Because we're 6 minutes.
Literally, Terry is tanning herself in the middle of this circle right now.
We're 6 minutes over a break. I had no idea. But anyways.
I'm sorry.
Now I forgot my question.
Well,
it was about passes.
Why don't you just take a break?
I guess I will. Maybe I'll think of it, and then we can. What do they say? Circle back.
We'll circle back.
We'll circle back to that. All right.
Okay.
It's 9:36. We're coming back with more. The AES, WIBC's coverage of the AES 500 Festival Parade. Good morning. Welcome. You're listening to Saturday's Home and Garden program, brought to you in part by the Michaelis Corporation. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. 844-FIXED-INDY. We are currently perched on the inside of Monument Circle. We are facing south down Meridian Street, where the AES 500 Festival Parade will come directly towards us. The parade, Denny, steps off at
12:15. 11:45, 12:45, sometime around 12 o'clock.
11:45, but I believe they'll probably make their way to us around noon. And we have our YouTube live camera set up.
Oh,
and I believe this year.
Are we on right now?
Yeah, we just got
everybody.
up. You can do a little wave and see everybody. Terry's sunning herself. No, they can still see you.
It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
Okay.
I'm here. I'll come. We're good.
Okay. Anyway, but we're going to show the parade on our YouTube feed as well.
Oh.
So
that's really
cool.
cool.
If you can't make it out, you can see it with us.
God, I hope Channel 13 doesn't get mad at you.
Hey, is that okay to do?
Yeah.
Well, why are we doing that? Why are we asking that question on air?
Oh, again, I forgot.
Just because we do.
Okay, so we're not going to air the parade, but
I tell you what we could do is we would just
be airing our broadcast.
We're airing our
broadcast,
and we just so happen that the parade is in the background.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. We'll have Terry carry the.
It's just like the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Sometimes there's cars on the track when you're talking.
So actually,
bag of chips? You're a good Boy Scout.
You want to be on the radio?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to be on the radio? I'll take some.
Here we go.
How much?
How much are you selling them for?
Free?
Now, we can't take you this segment, but you stay right there for about 3 minutes, and you're going to be on radio.
Are you allowed to be on the radio?
Do you need permission?
Terry, stop asking questions. He can be on the radio.
We're in it.
Okay.
I think Terry needs to stop talking to Boy Scouts. She's already made one cry.
He doesn't know what happened. He's a troop.
You find out.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what troop he's in?
They call him a troop?
He's a weebelo for sure.
No.
He's different from the other group.
He's a scout.
I think he's just wearing a khaki shirt.
No, he's definitely a weebelo. That's a scout wannabe, isn't it?
He would not be wearing that shirt if he was
he's running all the way down.
He stole that from his brother.
He came all the way
He's literally
down
running
here.
all the way down the street.
There are more know-it-alls per square foot about Boy Scouts at a parade calling than any place I've ever been in my life.
Calling?
Parade calling.
Listen to the Eagle Scout here.
Yeah, we need a break.
Yeah. It's just kind of like supposed to be humorous.
I know, but Ethan begged you to make this segment short.
Dude, it's 46. That is making it short. Why don't you get the panty wad out of your rear end and just lay back a little bit. Have a little fun. Let your hair down, for God's sake. It's a holiday weekend.
He's wearing his fun pants.
Hey, I did want to mention, since we did talk about broadcasting the parade on our video, is that there is a live broadcast on WTHR.
Yes, there is.
It is live, and then they will replay it again tonight. We're coming right back with more 93 WIBC. Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Pat Sullivan along with Denny Smith, Terry Stacy, Allison Lemons. Ethan is up in our so we're right on Monument Circle. We're on the south side of the circle. We are facing south, so the AES 500 Festival Parade will come directly at us. So in other words, if they didn't turn, like remember the scene in Animal House?
Yeah.
With the marching band?
Yeah.
They would come crashing into us if they didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So Ethan is on the 4th floor of the MS Communications building. So if he looked out the window, he would see the top of our tent. But he's a little sad because he's up there by himself. But someone has to run the board.
We're going to do our best to let you hear the bands. Pat is really good about it. We've got a little sign that says bands start playing here. And we'll try to bring you as much of the authenticity of the parade. Now, we'll see the guys with flags that say Mormons and Catholics and Jews and everybody go home, but we're not going to broadcast that.
No, we're not. And matter of fact, I've not really seen them this morning.
Usually they're right here, Pat, right in front of us, yelling and screaming.
I don't know. I was,
Maybe they got their message across.
You see all the hate, and then all of a sudden, because I'm Catholic, they added Catholic to the list. Like, what the hell?
Well, what did I do?
What the hell? We're fun-loving people.
Oh, America needs to get its stuff together. Hey, here comes our Boy Scout. Here comes our Boy Scout.
Oh, he's exhausted.
He's out of breath.
Come and sit down and relax a minute. Come here.
Oh, boy.
Terry, don't be too affectionate with the Boy Scout. We've got a headset up for you here, son. Come on up.
Hey, guess what?
Come on up.
Everyone, while we situate our Boy Scout.
Oh, they've got one special for you right over here. Your own headset.
Now,
okay.
Many of you know that the Scouts of America are the ones that will help you find your seat on the parade route. And we had this really nice young man come up from Troop 92, and I don't know where Troop 92 is.
That's on the west side.
That's on the west side.
Let him breathe a minute. He's still.
Hold on.
He ran a long way.
He's got the asthma. You okay?
No, I'm fine.
You need to take a hit of your inhaler.
I don't have asthma.
You don't?
have asthma.
Okay, I do.
I'm trying to
all right.
get you tuned up a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, what's your name, son?
I'm Micah.
I don't feel like he's on.
He's
the air.
not on.
Oh, he's not on. Okay.
He's muted.
Hold on.
Okay.
Here
we
Fix
go.
him up.
This one right there. How do we unmute him?
So we are here on Monument Circle.
All right, we're going to give him Allison's headset.
Okay.
All right. We really are professionals. We know what we're doing. All right, there we go, buddy. How are you?
Good.
Good. Yeah, I guess
sorry.
that's all right.
What's your name?
Where's Troop 92?
Troop 92 is in Greenwood.
Okay.
Greenwood.
And who's your sponsor? Do you know who sponsors the troop? Where do you have your meetings?
Yeah, only ask him one question at a time.
It's the same question.
At St. Mark.
St. Mark.
St.
There
Mark.
we go. Hey, you were really nice. Are you passing out pretzels? You came over and gave us some pretzels.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I sing out pretzels to all the staff and volunteers and everyone
Okay.
for the parade.
So
really
do you
good.
go to St. Mark's?
No, I actually go to Apogee.
Okay.
All right.
And what grade are you in?
I am in 5th grade.
So you're have you turned 11 yet?
Yep.
11 years old. And how long have you been a scout?
I've been a scout, well, actually, I forget what month, but
Yeah, that's okay.
Are you, kind of
It's-
new at it, or you've been at it for a while?
a bit new at it.
Okay.
got it,
Well,
okay.
that's good.
Have you been camping yet?
Yes, I have been camping.
All right. And everything go okay? Sleeping bag didn't get wet? You didn't get eaten by a bear? Everything's good?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you get outside and play at the campfires and stuff? I mean, did you just go to bed like old men?
A little bit of both.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad. All right. So, what is your troop? What are your responsibilities here at the AES 500 Festival Parade?
we're setting up chairs for people or to sit down and watch a parade.
Okay.
That's really good.
So what about other things? Do they train you like how to spot like, people that are up to no good, like terrorists or anything like that?
Oh my!
Not yet.
Do they show you how to blow up a backpack that was been abandoned?
No.
I mean, do you have any zip ties to make temporary handcuffs?
I knew this was coming.
No.
That's a scout badge. You don't have your zip tie handcuff badge yet?
Nope.
No? Huh.
That's
kind of surprised. That's usually. So, what's the motto of the Boy Scouts?
Oh, yeah.
Do your best.
No.
Do your best.
Be prepared.
Be prepared.
I'm sorry. Be prepared.
But I think in your case, I think you are doing your best. But to be prepared, I think you need to come down. Do you have any mace?
What?
Any mace?
God,
No.
Pat.
Oh, Pat, no. He don't have that.
Mace is like pepper spray.
Pepper spray.
No.
To take down
I-
perpetrators.
Doesn't need
I
that.
don't have pepper spray.
Well, you might have to help. There's going to be like 200,000
my
people down here,
goodness.
and you might have to help out the IMPD police officers, right?
True.
True. I mean,
You know what? Let me tell you
If it goes
something.
down, man, you're going to need some cuffs.
No.
That's what I'm telling you.
You'll be all right. You know what?
I'm just kidding you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That was nice of you to come over and give it. That was just nice.
I picture him
so cute.
taking a backpack that he has found and throwing it in the canal.
So,
Hey, I'm-
listen, I met a 500 Festival Princess this week, and the 500 Festival Princess was an Eagle Scout.
Oh.
And is that kind of a goal? Do you want to be an Eagle Scout?
Yeah, my dad. So we have a troop trailer, and we have all the different Eagle Scouts' names. And my dad is actually on the back of that trailer, so I'm
cool.
gonna get on the back of that trailer with him.
Way to go.
That's
Right.
We love that.
That's so
that
cool.
is so cool.
Real quick,
Love
I'm going
it.
to tell you a secret. That checkered kerchief that you have on,
Yeah.
that was first founded in Speedway, Indiana by Troop 66, and all the Boy Scouts on both the Cub Scouts and the Boy Scouts, they all wore the checkered kerchief, and they were the only ones in Indiana that did it. Now it's good to see that Greenwood's doing it too.
Yeah.
But that troop's gone. But it all started at Speedway, and it's like the checkered flag. It's really cool.
Hey, are you out of school yet?
Yeah. Yesterday was my last day.
Oh, you're so excited.
I like school.
You do? What's wrong with you?
Oh,
I'm kidding.
good
No, that's
for
great.
you. Good
no,
for you.
that is great. Did you have a good teacher?
Yeah, I do.
What was her name?
Miss Megan.
Oh, Miss Megan? She just got out of high school, didn't she?
Is she young?
She's pretty young, isn't she?
Yeah, he's younger than you would think, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is young? How old do you think she is?
Yeah, how old is young?
20-something.
Yeah,
20-something.
20-something's young. How old is old? Be careful.
Come on.
He's looking at all of us.
I think
waiting on you.
I think he's trying to be nice.
Okay,
Is what
we're
he's
waiting.
trying to be.
I want to say 45 because that's
Yeah,
my
I agree.
mom's age.
I agree. 45 is old.
Yeah, look at Nikki. Nick's just okay.
Oh my gosh,
I'll
you
buy
got it. You're going to be an Eagle Scout.
You're gonna be
You're going
great.
to be awesome. What are you going to do
Well-
this summer? Something fun?
Yeah, we have a neighborhood pool.
Ooh.
Really?
That sounds good.
Maybe we could come over sometime.
Maybe we could.
That's kind of creepy.
Hey, listen, it was really nice of you to come over.
Yeah.
You're going to watch the parade, but you protect the people in the seats that you're responsible
right.
for, okay?
You-
That's your job.
You
Okay.
are in charge of the safety of this nation.
Yes, you are. You know what? God bless your heart.
God bless you. You go to battle, and you keep those eyes, keep that head on a swivel.
You know what else?
You're always looking.
From all of us here in Indiana, thank you.
We thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service, your time.
Thanks, buddy.
We appreciate
Be
you.
good. I hope to
Thanks,
see you
Summer.
on that Eagle board, too.
On that trailer. You know, it might be, 5 years from now, I'll be seeing that trailer. I'll be behind it, honking at it because it's going too slow, and I'll see your name, and I'll go, I remember him.
I remember him.
There you go. All right. That about wraps up hour number one. Hour number two is coming up. 93 WIBC.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys. That really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools. Power tools. Power tools. Yeah, you just plug them in the wall and think of all you can do. You can plant a garden, fix your car, build a house,
I have to swallow before I start, Denny.
You stole my pretzels.
They were not your pretzels.
That nice Boy Scout handed them to me.
No, to me.
He said, "Sir, would you like some pretzels?" And I said, "Yes."
And he said he'd go look for some more.
And then I come over here and you're feeding your face with my Boy Scout pretzels.
Well, Denny.
You know what? I'm glad I didn't open a beer, because you'd be drinking my beer right now, too.
You have a beer?
No, you can't have
Hey, good morning. Welcome, Pat Sullivan. I like to yell because it makes Denny go crazy on his headset.
Well, I have a very special headset that Nick and Cam have programmed just for me. Whenever you talk, it blows my ear. It blows my eardrums.
Tell us about your specialness.
My specialness is I have normal hearing and you don't have any hearing.
That's true.
Because you've been in radio longer than I am. Yep. The secret is that if you're in radio long enough, you will be wearing hearing aids.
What?
Yeah, exactly.
Joke.
Hey.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, is this the national anthem?
This is pretty music. Listen.
No. This was what we were talking about earlier.
What?
Oh, are they going to set up right there?
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
Oh, no.
Good. How are you doing?
Oh, anyway, so good morning, everyone. Pat Sullivan, along with Denny Smith. Terry Stacy is here. Allison Lemons is here. We got...
We have Nick. Nick's here. Kevin is here. Chris is here. Landon Coons. I mean, the whole hee-haw gang is here.
So we are on the south side of the circle, on the inside, and we are facing directly south down Meridian Street. The 500 Festival Parade will come off of, where do they come from? Washington Street, I guess. And they
come down Pennsylvania, then they turn right or west on Washington, and then they'll
come directly at us.
Right at us. Then they go around the circle, and usually, I think they've got all the prickly trees down, the ones that pop the balloons.
They did.
You remember Rookie One getting it in the seat one year? Yeah,
usually if there's an issue, we're going to see it as they turn on to Monument Circle. The Sullivan Hardware Express, we have 3 trains, 3 of our trains. The guys just sent me a photo. Are we going to check in with any of our guys?
We should. I'll text
we should. And
okay.
I do want to say thank you to Sullivan Hardware, because they are the sponsor of the WIBC broadcast today, all the way from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Plus, you got the entry in the 500 Festival Parade. Look at you.
But my headset was off. Did we know what they are numbered in the parade?
You know what? They are about number 47.
Okay, so they're
47 right
towards the end a little bit or middle?
No, there's 100 and did I just say 100?
100?
That's such a Hoosier thing. 100. Got 100.
Here's funny. They don't even have number 47 in our book. We have 46, which is Jim Corneliuson. And then we have the marching band for the Centerville Blue Regiment. There is no 47.
Okay, well, tell me where we are then.
No,
Maybe it's 57.
No,
okay, well, we'll
there is no 47 is what I'm saying.
Oh,
so you're the Ghost Regiment.
I was using that. I pulled that out. I was using that as notepad. So anyways, Tara, there's 116.
Oh, my goodness. That's a big parade.
Yeah, but they count everything, you know.
Yeah, they do.
So,
but that's a big number.
They count the people scooping up the... That's a unit. That's the shovel unit.
It feels like this is a bigger parade.
So are they going to do a routine sort of like the motorcycle drill team?
I think we're 57. Yeah, we're 57.
57. Okay, we'll be 57.
Yeah, right.
You're only 10 off.
So
you're really 55 instead of 65?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So anyways, they do a routine. They do a missing man formation because it's Memorial Day
weekend.
Yeah. So one train peels off, and they do kind of a little circle back.
Wow. That's awesome. We should be standing for that and taking our hats off.
Ed Tinder, who's driving. Now, Ed Tinder is interesting because he ran CYO for 35 years. The Catholic, all the, not only the sports side, but the musical competition, all that stuff, the chess, all that stuff. So, but Ed, interesting enough, has held the sticks on the sideline of the Colts since the Colts came here.
He would be such a great interview for me.
He would. You would love Ed.
Oh, I'd love to talk to him.
He would never be able to hit a break because he talks a lot.
I'd love to have him.
Okay.
Let's keep that in our memory.
Okay.
Hey, Pat, the Sullivan Express is right before the Flintstones in the parade.
Perfect. So Ed...
The Flintstones are in the parade?
Ed wanted to do
that's interesting.
I don't think we've had those before.
I don't know.
Ed wanted to do a serpentine, like all the trains snaking together.
Yeah.
But he was voted out. They did not They said that they might try that for 2027.
Wow.
So
I'm looking forward to it.
They're sticking with last year's.
Are you going to do like the Titanic where, they put their arms out in front on top? Are we going to do that?
They did try to take a photo of that.
I'm the king of the world.
But they failed. Okay. But we did. The trains are loaded with people this year. Family, friends, employees. Cool. Matter of fact, my grandson, Patty, and I think my granddaughter, Rory,
are going to be in the parade.
Oh, their first parade.
The babies.
They're excited. The babies. Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Is there a weight limit?
I don't know. I don't think so.
For it to be, them stalling in certain places because of a weight problem.
Do you have a flat tire pit crew?
We do.
Yeah.
We do. I think that's what the extra, when we count it, there's an extra guy. I think that's because the ones, Steve, who is in charge, Steve Wheatley, they all have walkie-talkies, and he will instruct them when to start their routines.
I think Steve Wheatley could organize a bag of chickens.
He can organize.
He can organize anything.
He worked for St. Francis. I think he was an administrator, so I think he's.
But he communicates so well. This is where I want you. This is why I want you here, and this is what you're going to do. I mean, he's good.
Yeah. So, but when you see how many people go in those trains at Christmas time at our store, I do not think we are going to have a weight problem this year. But what we worry about is a flat tire.
If you are on Facebook or if you are on Instagram, you want to follow Sullivan Hardware. The most creative videos, just great pictures, and we have stars from Sullivan Hardware. This is really pretty cool. These individual people from Sullivan Hardware have become stars of their own.
Stars.
And are appreciated.
Oh, you mean in our
in your
social
videos.
media?
Oh my gosh,
yep.
Yes.
Joe the dancer. So I don't want to start naming names.
Yeah, I know, because you'll miss.
Yeah, that's right.
But Arden is the producer and really does such a great job. What fun. What fun.
It is fun. It's kind of fun just to have some, people, as far as being in charge, people love that creative outlet. Now at the store, it's like everybody wants to be in the videos.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's just kind of a fun thing to do. I can hear you. Okay. Yeah, you're fine. So it's I don't know, but we did a Pacer one where our employees were throwing like a picture of wad of paper. He throws it over his shoulder.
It goes real high.
And it bounces off the edge of the trash can, goes way up, and comes down and goes in to represent the Pacer game.
Oh, what fun.
The very first one. So a lot of fun on that. I have a personal thing. My daughter, Jenny, and this pains me. Today is her birthday.
Happy birthday, Jenny.
My second oldest.
And what's the birthday?
40.
Oh,
I now have I think of myself as 40.
I know.
Happy
I have
birthday,
2 kids.
Jenny.
Happy birthday,
that's
Jenny.
So exciting.
Yep. So
that is
that hurts.
She was a cancer survivor. She's a first-class, world-class fisherman.
Yeah.
Went out and was a school teacher in
Great
Colorado.
Teacher.
Yeah.
And now she's running Allisonville.
She's running Allisonville.
Yeah. So she's got her hands full up there.
Hey, by the way, the Flintstones. Now, here it is. These handmade ride features cartoon characters made out of 2 10-speed bikes and built on a DeLorean frame. Is this going to be fun? Yabba dabba doo?
I think so. And I really
That's right
don't
after
believe,
you guys.
Does it say it's their first year?
It must be, because I don't remember them in the past. But that's exciting.
Yeah.
Meet the Flintstones.
I think that was why they're excited to have our trains, because just you want to keep adding. There's the regular things people look for, but you see kind of sometimes you can see the same things. So, but it's always a new band. There's new kids obviously in the bands. The IPS All-Star Band that comes by, that's really cool. The Speedway Band. Denny, when you're at Speedway, that was kind of what you guys look forward to.
We love that. We were either the last unit or the first unit in the parade, and we were also the first unit to march around the track on race day. So if you get there early, about 8 o'clock, you'll be able to see them. And here comes Bronco. That's how we know we're safe.
Steve.
That's Steve.
Who is working.
He's a regular caller. He's a trained driver at Sullivan Hardware.
And he works for?
Pat Sullivan.
He works for Homeland Security.
That.
He's involved with a lot of the meetings to pull off what we do in the city with 350,000 fans, and then you throw on top of it the Pacer game.
Oh, man. Yeah.
So it is, and it takes a lot. And so he works for the feds, right? Or does he work for the state?
Hey, Bronco.
Not really sure.
Are you federal or state?
He's federal. So he works for the feds are here. The local, it takes all that coordination. So much of that stuff, and I do think we just kind of expect it, but it's going on in the background of all the people to keep, and that's why, Allison, the big rumor that President Trump was going to, that President Trump would show up to the,
That's
and I'm
right.
sure that would just send, waves of like, oh my gosh.
I honestly, it would be a lot, because I believe I remember a couple years ago when it was
Vice President
Pence. It was a lot. So
it really slows down now.
Yeah.
Now having in my brain, it's like, is he really coming?
I know. I could so see that though, where they don't say anybody, and then he comes up last minute on a helicopter in the middle of the infield.
Yeah. Could be very cool. We can actually take calls, can't we? 239-9393, can we?
Yeah, but let's do a break first.
Do you guys want to take some calls?
Yeah, I think, you know what, because the parade does not get underway till 12. So we do have some time. So if you have any gardening questions or plumbing questions, or you've got a company coming over and something's not working quite right, jump on board. 239-9393. We're coming back with more of WIBC's coverage of the AES 500 Festival Parade. Hey, good morning. Welcome back. Pat Sullivan, Terry Stacy, Allison Lemons, and Denny Smith.
Hey, whoa. What's that about?
I just had forgotten you in your regular order, so I thought, you know what?
You just feel bad because you stole my pretzels, my Boy Scout pretzels. That was a classless move.
Yeah. So we are here on Monument Circle. We're on the inside of we're on the south side, on the inside of the circle.
Inside circle, right.
We are facing south.
Right.
So
this is like turn one.
Turn one. So if we could go in like Ocean Air right down the street there.
I'm sorry?
Ocean Air, isn't that straight down?
Yes, it is.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So that's where we are, and we have a lot of Christians.
Battling for turf. One's got the center, and the other one's got the corner.
And they're not really interrupting our broadcast
but
too bad.
One's got a flag, and one's got a transistor radio with a 6-inch speaker.
It's all. I think it's your trained people.
That is the trained people. That's exactly who we want to see.
Yeah. You want to talk to the trained people?
I'm going to take a quick call, Terry, while you set them up. Pam joins us on the program. Hi, Pam.
Hey, hi. Good morning. Beautiful day. I have some questions about Roundup.
Okay.
I know there's the regular Roundup with no soil activity, the blue bottle, right?
Right.
Then you have extended control.
Yes.
And that has soil activity. Is that right?
Right. So you're a good listener. So the three levels of Roundup is the one you talked about, which there's no soil activity, and you can literally use it, and you can plant 7 days later, if it's grass seed or something like that. Then there's an extended Roundup that they have changed the name. It's not called extended anymore, but it'll say up to 4 months. And the beauty of that one is that you can use it underneath a tree, and it won't harm the roots of the tree or the shrubs, whatever you're doing it. So as long as you don't get it on the foliage. And then the third one is Roundup 365, and that one is more, it's supposed to keep weeds and grass out for up to a year.
It's like
but that can damage.
It's like brushing your teeth and flossing and then getting the fluoride treatment. It's the full thing.
There you go. Well, we are blessed to have some of the Sullivan Express engineers on board with us, and that would be Steve Wheatley and Ed Tinder.
Wheatley could organize an ant colony. I've never seen a guy who can organize things so well.
Steve's in charge. Ed, do you guys have a name that you use for when you address Steve?
Well, we usually call him Sir.
Sir?
Yes, Sir, and we...
it's not like General or...
Well, we ask permission. May I speak now?
Okay.
Come on now. Come on now.
All right.
And Steve is the... if it wasn't for these guys...
Pat has been shocked because all of the engineers are here today.
Yeah. So shouldn't you guys be greasing the? Is everything done? It's ready.
Oh, it's 10:30.
So we have Kurt and Charlie as well, sharing a mic.
Hey guys. Good morning. And Mark is back at the watching the trains. We're getting a lot of folks walking up to the trains in the staging area.
Where are you staged at?
We are staged right in front of the Central Library on East St. Clair Street. So come on by if you
the big homeless shelter.
Come on by and get a photo with us. We got a couple of our Sullivan Express bears loaded up in our trains, and we are ready to go. It's just a beautiful day.
Now, are you going to do like the Titanic? Are you going to say, "I'm the king of the world"? Going to have somebody on top?
Yeah, we're gonna do that with my grandchildren.
We've got a little bit of cash in our pocket. Is it okay that we gave a couple rides? Is that okay?
You know what,
okay.
Kurt? Anything that you can do to produce money for yourself, that's great.
Charlie kept wanting to do it.
Charlie's been a firefighter for like 70 years now.
Yeah,
he's going to get it right sooner or later.
Are you working for Fisher's now?
Yes. Yeah.
Still
Fisher's.
Okay. Do they know you're doing this little side hustle?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm retiring in July.
Oh, are you really?
Yes.
Oh,
so
congratulations.
Is it FFD?
FFD.
F2D, 2FD.
So we have a wide range of experience. Ed, 35 years or so, or maybe 50, ran CYO, Catholic Youth Organization. And then Steve has worked for St. Franciscan Health for just under 60 years.
And they can both swear like sailors, so don't get in their way.
So this is, we have, there's quite an array of experience. So how do you guys all mesh together?
Well, here's my problem. I think I have probably the most administrative experience of any of these guys.
Absolutely.
Oh.
And they put me, we're following a group of horses immediately. They gave me a shovel.
Really?
I don't know why. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, but I think that's inappropriate.
Well, you're an administrator. You should figure that out.
That's known as a muck shovel. Did you know that?
Yeah, well,
it's a muck shovel.
We've been doing that our whole career, Ed. What do you mean?
And Ed also, the interesting fact we talked about earlier is that he has held the down marker or the chains for the Indianapolis Colts since they arrived in Indianapolis.
This will be my 42nd year.
Did they know how much you talked before they gave you that stick?
No, they didn't. There's a lot of things I get in before they really know about
before
me.
They know.
Oh, yeah.
Ed, do you know like pretty much all the referees and linesmen and different things?
I do. Oh, yeah.
After all the years?
Absolutely.
Do you have to break in the new guys? Show them how things are done?
I've been doing it prior to most of them being born.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So they kind of take your lead.
Yeah. Y.A. Tittle was quarterback of the New York Giants when I started.
Wow. Do you ever tell them to pick up a flag? Like, that's just...
Well, they tell us in our pregame meeting, if you see anything that we miss, let us know. And I know they're just saying that.
Yeah, I know.
They're just saying that to make us feel good.
All right, let's get back to the important thing, the Sullivan Express train.
Oh, yeah.
So what type of maneuvers will we be doing? How many do you have?
Well, we've been practicing for months.
Oh, yeah, I know.
There are whiteboards and a lot of diagrams and a lot of math involved in this.
A lot of math.
A lot of math involved.
Oh yeah.
We're very complicated.
Very precise, Terry. Very precise driving.
Turns here and there, but it's
So do you have
fun for everyone?
Steve, do you have names for the maneuvers?
It's
1 and 2.
Yeah, it's 1 today. Yeah, we have a
number 1.
Yeah.
Number 1.
But we do it about every.
It's a good thing it's not number 2. Yeah. You wouldn't want to do number 2 during the parade. The horses.
Well, the horses are.
Yeah,
we're going to be. I'm going to be cleaning.
Are you really behind
That's
horses?
That's a perfect job for you, Eddie.
Are you behind horses?
Actually, no. We follow, I believe, the
7th row
Ghostbusters.
Oh, Ghostbusters.
Oh, they're popular. They're very popular. They will get the crowd really excited right before you enter.
And I believe I think the row 7 drivers are in front of us. And then we are immediately followed by the Flintstones.
Yes,
car.
I see that. I'm asking that question that I could actually answer in row 7. Yep. You're right there.
Well, now do you have the required fire extinguisher? Do you have a first aid kit? I know you got shovels.
We're carrying all that. We got shovels. Yeah. We've got everything we need. And there are some routines that you'll see them. We come very close to one another.
How did he get the microphone? I mean,
this is what I do. They don't normally give me a microphone. I'm excited as can be. I'm telling you.
And Eddie, do you know why?
No, wait a minute.
Off the air now.
Yeah.
So, guys, now I know that there's a little controversy on the team as Ed, maybe you could say the 11th hour, came up with a new routine that he wanted to try to slot in for 2025. And, Ed, what was that maneuver?
Called the Serpentine.
Serpentine.
Well, here's the problem. They gave me a walkie-talkie to communicate these ideas. Lord. They put me on a different channel. I don't know why.
I know this guy. You might be a family member, Ed.
So it's usually radio-free Ed.
Yeah. So, and the other thing, Charlie, I think you could answer this. Like, when we have these radios when the Sullivan Express runs at Christmas or at Pumpkintown, because we'll have up to 8 trains running at a time, and it's important that drivers can communicate. You want to tell us what Ed's signal is? What Ed's call sign, his handle?
Black Diamond. Black Diamond.
Black Diamond.
We usually, like we said, we change channels or radio, or telling him his batteries are dead, or one way or the other to keep.
If it's Black Diamond is a very famous type of emery cloth. I mean, it's rough on the outside and smooth on the inside.
That's why
I'm telling you.
Yeah. He always drives the black train. That's his favorite train. So
he will be driving the middle slot today, the middle train today.
And why is that? We got to get going here, but why? Yeah, tell everyone why.
There's one reason and one reason only. The middle train just drives straight.
I don't turn right or left. I go
just drive straight.
Yeah. Well, we would appreciate it when you come to us, because you'll be coming right at us, that you turn right. Okay?
We're going to have a great day today.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. We really appreciate you, the way you represent our company. Well, I hope.
Happy to.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ed, we're going to have you back on sometime. Terry wants your number. She thinks you'd be great on the first day. Well, you know who else is great, and that is Joe Polizzi. And Joe joins us on the program right now. Joe, good morning.
Good morning, guys. It sounds like you're having a lot of fun. And rule number 1, keep Ed off the mic.
Very good to see you, thanks.
I know. I think you're probably pretty familiar with Ed Tinder. Are you correct?
Ed Tinder's he's a superstar, and I've known him for quite a while. And just a fun guy that has just done it all and been such an impact on so many people. Yes, we honored him a couple years back at Marion University for his what he's done for the community. Just an amazing guy.
You know, as a CYO coach in my younger days, you know, you'd go to a championship or a playoff game and you're upset over something. There was no one better than Ed Tinder to bring it back around to what it really is about, not the score, but you know, helping these young men, in our case it was football, you know, become better people. So Ed Tinder, exactly. He really kind of would go, yeah, I guess it's not that big a deal, is it?
Exactly. He's a pillar and a good friend, and I'm so glad that he's doing it for you on the railroad tracks.
Yeah, he loves it. Hey, tell us about what's going on at the Michaelis Corporation.
Well, our message today is basically we're all anticipating such a great, fun holiday coming up, and we just am pleading for everyone to be careful, be smart, be alert. Whether it's a fire pit or a grill or whatever you're doing, be safe. I heard you mention it earlier for Tinder and the guys. Have extinguishers on hand. Don't take any extra risks that can cause an issue, and just be careful. But if a mishap does occur, contact us.
Everyone.
We're going to respond quickly, and we're going to help secure that mishap and take the steps with expertise and experience. our guys are exceptional, and they're trained to act with the great demeanor and precision and skills that enable you to recover ace as soon as possible and have a good weekend.
And Joe, I thought you did such a great job on Ryan Hunter-Reay's car last night. When it caught on fire, your guys were right there in the pits. Johnny on the spot and got that fire out and got the rest.
And got it rebuilt.
Rebuilt all night long.
Yeah.
Good job, Joe.
I'll tell you, demeanor, precision, and the skills. Really proud of our crews. I don't know how you could do it better, but that's our trademark.
You know, I think the one tip too, Joe, I think you'd agree. It's, Memorial Day, 4th of July. It's, everybody's out grilling and being careful with the propane, being careful that the grill isn't close to the house. Those are the things. That's where, and it's possible that someone might have drank a couple beers,
maybe, and
now he's playing with fire. So those are the things you should think about, as you set up for the day. Get that grill away from the house or any structure, and making sure.
And make sure it's out before the night is over, and you don't go to bed with ambers in there, because that catches people also.
Yep,
Be careful.
All right, Joe, thanks for spending a little time with us. We hope you have a great holiday weekend. The Michaelis Corporation is there for you. 844-FIX-INDY. That's 844-FIX-INDY. Water storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
93 WIBC. We are getting ready for the AES 500 Festival Parade. And Terry, you have a very special race fan.
This is Capri. How old are you? Do you know how old you are?
12.
You had to think about that,
She's
Capri.
12. Now listen, you said Papa's listening to me on the radio. Who's Papa?
Papa Tom.
Papa Tom.
Tom Moore from All-Star
Roofing, right?
Yeah.
And he's listening. Say, hey, Papa.
Hi. Hey, Papa.
Hey, Papa. We're all here together. Capri is with us. Capri is a huge race fan. You're going to the race tomorrow?
Yes.
And you sit where? On the Family Hill?
Yeah.
And what do you love about racing?
I just get to see him race, and I can.
Capri, do you have a favorite driver? Or do you just like all of them?
Colton.
All of them.
All of them? Yeah, I do too.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Because then your favorite wins.
Right.
Yeah.
You're just cheering to be there, really. I mean, it's an experience.
What about the Unsers? Do you like the Unsers?
The Unser family.
There's
Bobby.
No, don't remember any of those guys.
No.
You might be too young at 12.
Do you like
AJ
Pato?
Foyt?
Do you like Pato Award?
What's Pato?
Which Pato? What is Pato? Driver. Colton Herta. You like Colton? He's cute.
Listen to your Aunt Terry. She's scoped it all out.
Listen, I'm glad you came by. You ready for the parade today?
Yeah.
What's the most exciting part of the parade? What do you love the most? Is it do you know the Flintstones are here this year?
Floats.
Did you know the Flintstones are coming? The Flintstones? Meet the Flintstones.
She may not know who the Flintstones are.
She probably doesn't know the Flintstones either.
Yabba-doo time. Not familiar at all?
But she said she likes the floats. Do you like the big balloons, too?
Yeah.
Those are the coolest.
Hey, you know what? Taylor Swift will be here.
She's lying.
She's lying.
Terry is
heard
lying.
Taylor Swift is going to come in. They're going to bring her in by helicopter.
She's lying, Capri.
Don't believe her.
Capri, they really are going to be milking a cow on one of the floats. So if you've
I
never
hope
seen that,
not.
What?
Is that happening?
That's inhumane.
She's wearing a winter's drink milk hat, and she's shocked.
We shouldn't be putting a cow on a float and bringing it through a parade.
All right.
But we can put people on floats and have them wave.
Like
What's
Taylor
wrong with
Swift.
a cow being out there?
Capri, welcome
Cow
to
doesn't
radio.
have a choice.
Exactly. Thank you.
All right, Capri,
my fellow
be
animal lover.
looking for the Sullivan Express trains.
Oh,
okay?
yeah.
I think you're going to like them.
I think you are too. Scream really loud when you see them, okay?
Okay. They're the trains.
Okay.
All right, Capri, thanks.
Can I say one more thing?
Sure you can.
Let's go, Pacers!
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, that lit her up. Hey, thanks, Capri. Have fun today. Be careful.
Okay.
Great race day, too. See you later.
Boy, the center of the sports world is Indianapolis, Indiana.
I'm telling
my gosh.
you, when they open the show on the Today Show on NBC, that's what they said. First thing out, it's like Indianapolis is the place to be.
I don't know whether I heard Cam say it, but the best thing is to see the ESPN people speechless when Pacers go up 2-0, and they don't even know what to say on air. That's good.
All right, shall we talk to Denny?
I like Denny.
Okay.
I like his daughter better.
Hi, Denny.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How can we help?
Last week, Pat mentioned that there was a weed killer that is good for stone beds with no plants. Unfortunately, I was not able to write down what that was. What was it?
He was talking about okay. We're going to bring you back down because we can barely hear you. But it was your favorite weed killer around stones, and I think it was the 2,4-D, dicamba, and triclopyr. I can't remember what it was.
If it's in stones, if there's no desirable vegetation there, you could use plain regular Roundup. You could use Roundup Extended. That's if there's as long as there's as long as you don't get the product on anything desirable, there's no soil activity. The one you wouldn't want to use is the Roundup 365. But if it's in the lawn, then the one I would use is just Trimec, as you mentioned. So Trimec, but that won't kill any weeds. So generally, if it's in stone, you're going to use Roundup. And if you don't want to use a Roundup because you're believing all the fake stuff online, then you would use
oh, look at the phone. Oh, the phone's lit up, Pat.
No, it's great because now they've taken Roundup, which was glyphosate, and they've taken that out of Roundup, and now it's triclopyr. So now you went to a chemical that has not been studied even close to as much as the
triclopyr is what we use on things like ground ivy, creeping Charlie.
Wouldn't that be just crazy if that one actually ended up being bad?
You ought to see the chemical guys suit up for triclopyr. I mean, 2 pairs. They got the inside gloves, the outside gloves. Oh, triclopyr's mean stuff, Pat. Remember to read the label. In the state of Indiana, the label's the law, and read them because they will tell you where it will work and where it shouldn't.
But real quick, we got to go. But I was going to mention that there is organic weed and grass killers that you can use. One of them is just a vinegar solution, and the other one is by Ortho, and it's just, I forget what it's called. It's just weed and grass killer. Look for the Omri label, which is OMRI for the organic product. All right, we're coming right back with more 93 WIBC.
I love this so much. Really?
Yeah, I agree.
It's a home and garden show. We're getting ready to call the AES 500 Festival Parade. Joining us, we got Terry Lynn Stacy, Allison Lemons, my buddy Pat Sullivan.
You don't have creamer in yours, do you?
Yes, I do.
What kind?
It's a chocolate milk creamer.
No, this is
what Pat's talking about. Pat stole my coffee, unless that's mine down there.
I think that one's yours.
They're completely different cups, so.
Is this yours, Cam? Nope, this must be yours.
Oh, look, they are both the same.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they are different.
No, they are different.
I think my picture's better.
But I will say both of them have Pat's face engraved.
Taste.
Okay.
Well, taste and
Pat,
see if that's...
in fairness, Pat has no.
I think that's mine.
No,
I think I've been drinking yours.
Pat stole my pretzels. This nice Boy Scout came over here from Troop 92 in Greenwood.
Oh boy!
Stole my pretzels.
Well, I
and
don't know that he gave them to the group, really.
He handed them to me, Miss Stacy.
Because he was right across from you. He gave them. In all honesty, when I met him, he said, "This is for all of you guys.
Hey Dan,
do you want some pretzels?
Listen,
all of you.
Get away from my coffee.
Everything doesn't revolve around you.
When you're stealing my coffee, it does.
And I want to tell you something, okay? I don't want to throw this warning out right on the air, but I'm going to.
Do you want me to go call the Christian man over there?
There is a preacher over there with great pipes, and
a great broadcast equipment.
You could be replaced in a second, then he could tell everyone that they're going to burn in hell.
Well, I've been trying to tell you that for a long time, but as you don't seem to be listening.
He would say you're going to burn in hell, and then I could go through the local burning laws.
We're about an hour away from the start where we will see the 500 Festival Parade, brought to you by AES Indiana. And it's going to be a great day for a parade. Pat, it's kind of cool this morning, but now here it comes. It's warming up. People are starting to show up, sit down. The Boy Scouts are helping everybody find a place to sit.
So they've started the public address announcing here.
We have so much going on.
Are they right here?
They're right next to you. I mean, really up against it. They can spit on the
tent.
Yeah, this is a new setup. Usually they don't have it piping out this
really
one direction.
Loud. Between him and the preacher, there's a lot. We just have to stay focused.
So you know what we should do?
Here comes.
Oh my God! It's another preacher.
It's another preacher. He's got a bigger microphone.
Oh, he's got a wagon.
He's got a wagon and a bullhorn.
His bullhorn is about 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because you know what?
1, 2, 3 of them.
Actually, I'd like to have this guy with the bullhorn set up for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway tomorrow, because that's.
Well, we hope you can hear us. We will be back here in about 45 minutes to the start of the parade. By the time they get to us, it'll be what, noon o'clock?
Yeah, a little afternoon.
Yeah.
It will be. And the Sullivan Express comes around about number 57, 58.
57, about midway.
About midway.
Midway through.
Okay.
That'll be good. And our thanks to Sullivan Hardware, who are sponsoring this broadcast from WIBC. We will be with you all the way up to 2 o'clock to the end of the parade. Thanks for tuning in. We'll do our best to let you know what it's like to sit here and watch the parade. We'll tell you
what's our out time, 59:50?
59:50.
Okay, you want to talk to Jeff real quick? We got 2 minutes.
Yeah, let's talk to Jeff.
Let's see if we can hear him. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, I got to make it quick. Thanks to him or Nigel a couple weeks ago, I won tickets to Carb Day. So I thought, well, Carb Day, we can go Saturday, Home and Garden Show, Sunday, listen to the race, and my birthday's Monday. So Thursday, I get kind of a stomach ache. After we go inside, we meet Hammer, Nigel, get a couple photographs, autographs. My daughter was looking for Terry and Allison. She got to witness everything, but the stomach started gurgling as soon as I got out of the truck. So for 4 or 5 hours, I'm walking miles in the track. We finally get back to the car. First time I ever parked in somebody's yard, and there's a car behind us. So I barely made it home, my friend.
Wow.
I said one picture. Nothing like having to use the bathroom when you're at the track.
I know. There you go. Jeff, we got to run. Thank you very much. And I apologize. We're really, there's so much going on. I know everyone can hear you on the radio, but we are having a little trouble hearing you. But I know that this is what I got out of what you said, Jeff, which was you saw Hammer and Nigel
at Carb Day yesterday.
At Carb Day, and then your daughter was wishing that she could have met Terry and Allison, and you really didn't say a damn thing about Denny or me.
But you did get back. You did get back to the car before you wet your pants.
Before he wet his pants.
I think that's what I got.
Yeah. Whew, man, I'm going to go out and you know what? I tell you what.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys. That really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and power tools, power tools.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back.
Power tools.
Pat Sullivan here, along with Denny Smith. Terry Stacy is here. Allison Lemons. Cam and Nick are here helping with the broadcast. And our buddy Ethan is very close to us, but he is upstairs on the 4th floor of the, is it still called Emmis?
Yeah, it's still the Emmis
Communications Building. So we await the start of the AES 500 Festival Parade. So that parade will be coming directly at us. We are on the south side of Monument Circle, looking south on Meridian Street. So it'll come right at us. And again, they don't make that right turn. It will be like a scene from Animal House.
And we will let you know.
We will let you know. We're always hoping. Well, no, that's a wrong word. But we've had in years past, we've had floats and balloons in particular that try to make this corner. But most of the trees that used to hook the balloons
have died.
Oh, well, they've taken them away.
They were the honey. Were they honey locusts? I can't remember what they were. Some of them
they were thorns. Hybrid honey locusts, which there's still some of those there on that side. But over here, well, they did plant a new tree, and it is another.
Tree.
It's a baby tree.
Baby trees, but again, that was kind of an excitement if you had this particular location on Monument Circle as they make the turns, the big balloons, and all the handlers trying to make sure the balloons make the corner because there's a bit of a breeze.
And the wind kind of shifts too when you come on to Monument Circle.
Yeah.
Those hybrid honey locusts, with the time that they brought them in and planted them, there were no pests. There were nothing that would take it out. And then Dick said sooner or later there'll be an insect that will get to it, and that's what's happened to the honey locusts. But they're trying to blend in more strength to it.
They are, and I don't think it's exactly great environment for a tree with the
circle.
There's the normal downtown pollution, but also with so much concrete and substrates that
heat.
The roots have a little trouble getting through.
So the construction helps too.
Yeah, it's just like I say, it's not a.
Thank you.
How long
Allison.
is the construction going to go on?
I don't know, but I'm just over it.
But when it'll be done, it will be beautiful.
It will be beautiful, and it'll last another how many years?
At least 5 years.
5 years, 10 years, something like that.
They just do it to last 5 years.
Right.
So
like washing machines.
Hey, I'll take it.
Never goes away.
Right.
So, Terry, celebrities for this year's 500.
Right.
It's kind of an interesting. Is it possible with the Knicks playing? Is it possible that Larry David would be coming here to the race and then would be sitting in the stands?
Great question. I don't know.
Spike Lee, maybe.
You know, at one point they thought that the president was coming.
I think he still is.
I was not for that, but I kind of have in my head. I'm wondering if they just last second he drops in.
I agree.
And maybe so, maybe not. I don't know. But I did not take that off the table. I really think that there's still that little chance that the president would come after everybody's in, and nobody really knows if he's coming.
Right.
Security-wise. And then perhaps he just shows up. I don't know. But last night, and this is kind of cool, they announced who was going to be the flag waver.
Yes, wasn't that great?
And they picked, was it Carly? Which one of them?
The Foyt. Carly's the oldest.
Ursay.
One of Ursay's daughters.
But it's
married to Foyt.
Yes, right.
Yeah, to the Foyt family. Oh, gosh, I'm so sorry that I can't remember. I know these girls. For something, I'm thinking it's Carly. But anyway, they were last minute because of the news, obviously, of Jim Irsay passing away this week. Shocked me to I was out of nowhere.
Came out of nowhere.
I really, and he's young. When you look at how old.
I know. We're the same age.
Right. And I know his health isn't been the best,
bad,
but still, it came to me out of nowhere.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, I guess that, he was so sick and in a coma and all that. I guess.
I didn't know that part.
We kind of moved, on to other things, and he just was still kind of struggling along.
Well, anyway, did so much for the community. And
he did. And you know what? He was very good to they did a lot of business with us. A lot
of stuff people don't know that they did.
I know, and they really did. He made sure that his guys shop local, and so that was kind of cool.
Well, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of good things about him, and he did amazing things for this community, and just a really good guy, truly. I know there's been a lot said about him, but as a human being, I think he really did care so much about this city.
As a businessman, I was really pleased. He has a whole legacy plan in place. I mean,
and
the business will go on. I know.
Oh my gosh, all the collectibles, all the memorabilia that guy has. Unbelievable.
He has the piano.
So many things.
All these things. Oh, well.
Yeah.
But you can't take them with you. You know what they always say. You don't see wheels on those things pulling a trailer.
That's true.
Oh my goodness.
Take it with you. Good point.
But he'll be missed.
Wow, that's a great
But anyway, there's a lot of people that will be here. Michael Strahan is driving the pace car tomorrow.
And how did Gronk do is that tomorrow that Gronk is in the snake pit?
Yeah, I think that's tomorrow. Or unless it was Carb Day, and I don't know, maybe it was Carb Day, but
I believe he was in the snake pit the day of the race. And then Tom Brady as well will be in one of the cars.
Oh, won't it be fun to hear the boos? I mean, it'll be good-natured booing, and I think he's smart enough to know that.
Yeah.
I liked him a whole lot better when he moved to Florida.
Is Michael Strahan going to be in the parade?
He's driving
the pace car. I have not seen him.
Okay.
In our cheat sheet, but honestly, with parades behind the scenes, anything can change. Last minute, people are constantly bringing more changes. So you never know.
Someone will drive through with a on the golf cart and they hand you sheets. It's like, all right, these are the changes.
Right. But you know what? People that are listening to us, we could throw anybody in there.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, it's
Michael Jackson.
Oh, look, Terry Stacey's in there.
Dead people. We can't use dead people.
Hey, how about Doug?
That's a good point.
Yeah, because that's unrealistic.
Yeah. But I mean, we could throw in anybody.
When did he die?
Yeah.
Like Britney Spears or as I mentioned to the young lady.
You know who else who sometimes is in the parade?
Santa Claus.
That's right, Dave Wilson. Can you bring him up, Ethan?
Hello there.
Dave. How's it going?
So how's the parade going?
Well, you know what? We're getting pretty excited about it. It's another nice day, a little cooler than we're used to, but still, I think it's going to be a great day. I think we'll have a great crowd out here. It's starting to build right now. People are starting to find their seats. What is it like in Speedway, Indiana right now, Dave?
It is nuts on Main Street. Let me tell you that right now. I got here and opened at 8:30, and there have been people elbow to elbow since 8:30 this morning. And all kinds of neat things coming in. And matter of fact, Rick Ward and his wife just left. Rick Ward is the son of Roger Ward, two-time Indianapolis 500 winner.
Oh, bowl season.
So it's been a celebrity morning. So Main Street is hopping, it's popping, and we'll probably be open till 5 o'clock. And the street will be nuts until till whenever they close the bars. But I've been told, Marie Hall, she is the queen of Main Street. She owns Three Sisters in a Trunk. And she goes, I always close by 5 because after 5, all you get is drunks coming in, stumbling around, knocking over stuff.
Gotcha. Now, you've had really good traffic this morning in Santa's pit stop?
Yes, we had Santa's pit stop. We're rocking it, and of course, then Marie's open across the street, and Bieran down the street. All the stores are going. The restaurant. That reason Rick Ward came in is because he's on an hour wait for breakfast at Charlie Brown's, which is the place to eat. That's where the elite meet to eat at Charlie Brown's Steakhouse. Dawson's is open at 11, and they've got lines out the door. So, that's why we have the T-shirt here. There's 2 seasons: Christmas and racing. And this is Racing Eve.
So, Dave, tell us what some of the top-selling things in your gift shop are.
Well, I've been selling a lot of autographed pictures of drivers, things like that. Ladies love the jewelry. We have black and white earrings that Becky bought. We have the wing and wheel earrings. We have necklaces, black and white necklaces. Anything black and white has been selling. We have dishware and kitchenware, black and white. Got a lot of fun T-shirts that people are enjoying. We got a T-shirt that Becky came up with that just says, "I was told there'd be Jell-O shots," and that's been selling very well.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
And so, but anything black and white and a lot of autographed pictures. And we got a banner. Joe DeFavis is a Speedway artist, and he does some things. He's got these banners that you hang outside your house. They're all weather, and those have been very, very popular. And it depicts the start of the 500 with the jet plane flying over down the main straightaway. It's taken from the first turn. So that's been very, very popular too.
So, Dave, I know that you were working on recreating A.J. Foyt's signature. How has that, have you actually put some of that merchandise on the floor now?
It's an auto pin.
No, I never do that. I only have autographed items that I get from bona fide people. But AJ's autograph is very, he signed a lot of things over the years, but AJ's kind of tired of doing that, I think. He doesn't sign stuff very much anymore, if at all. And so his autograph is getting more valuable as it goes on because he just doesn't want to sign anymore. And I think he was disappointed. He'd sign things and then see it on the internet, on eBay or something like that.
Right.
So,
one thing is when it's at a
all the
charity
autographs I have.
auction
I have a Eddie Rickenbacker, Captain Eddie Rickenbacker, and a Wilbur Shaw autograph.
Wow.
I bought those out of an estate from a guy who was an official back in the 40s and 50s, so I know that they're legit. And all kinds. I got probably 80 different autographed driver pictures and pieces of paper and things.
Well, that's great. Well, Dave, I'm glad you're having a great day, and I hope we just kind of wanted the feel of Speedway Indiana right now. So it's hopping.
Main Street is popping. It was popping last night. They had Rockin' on Main. They had a couple of bands, and it was really busy. And so that was a lot of fun. We stayed open until 9 o'clock last night. But now Main Street is just we're cranking it out, and it's so nice talking to people from Sweden, and I've talked to people from all over the United States, obviously, but a lot of foreign countries, including California. So, you got that going on.
How many, we were talking about this, I think, a couple of weeks ago. How many different languages do you speak, Dave?
I barely speak English.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
But thankfully, everybody, Sweden, I have some Swedish people in here. They speak English very well. An Italian girl, lady that was in here, Scottish. Well, that's a big accent, man. Holy moly.
There you go.
But, I barely speak English. I speak West Side Ease. That's what I speak.
Gotcha. Well, Dave, we hope you have a great weekend. I appreciate you taking the time to give us the flavor of Speedway Indiana.
It's bopping, popping. If you're going down here soaking up some of the atmosphere, stop by Santa's Pit Stop, right next to the ice cream store. Who would have thunk it? And right across from Dawson.
There you go. And you can also, thank you, Dave, and you can also actually eat ice cream in the gift shop.
I think you can. There's not a sign.
You'd be stupid if you didn't allow that.
It's Fun Days, and it's a great little ice cream shop.
Hey, look who we have here. All the stars are out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abdul joins us on the program.
No, it's Mrs. Abdul. Who's this guy on the end?
And these headphones are messing up my hair, by the way, too. I thought I'd let you know that.
No. Sorry about that. We'll get our guy on it.
It is looking good. What's going on, Abdul?
No, just my wife and I down here for the parade. Got our usual sponsor for the Columbia Club. So
how often are you? It seems like you spend a lot of time at the Columbia Club.
Yes, I do.
Does your wife sign a permission slip?
No, she actually works so we can afford the membership. So.
Hey, you celebrated a birthday this week, but
yes.
you didn't tell anybody how old.
I'm old enough to know the difference between right and wrong and still young enough not to care.
Now you sound like my father.
Happy birthday.
Wow. Look at that.
Happy birthday.
Plus, you can't tell age on black people anyway, so nobody would believe. So.
Man, you get away with stuff nobody else can get away with.
I know, but
Don't be doing
it's
that.
funny. It's funny, though, because he said it and I was thinking it.
there you go.
Oh, Lord, save me. Oh, I just kidding. People out in the street will think that's serious. Yeah.
So where do you watch the parade at the Columbia Club? Up high or
actually,
just out front?
On the front row. We're in the front row about 2-3 seats down from the awning.
Oh, so you're outside.
So you actually reserve seats?
Yeah.
Okay.
Best part about that is access to the bathrooms inside.
Yeah.
Actually, the best part of that is all the politicians who walk by to say hello.
Oh. Do they genuflect and say hello, sir?
Well, we kind of cut out the genuflect with the new pope, so we're all good.
Yeah.
Fair. Fair
Hey,
enough.
you think Trump will come to the race tomorrow?
I don't think so.
Nope.
The 300,000 people, the security measures you have to go through, it is way too late.
You think it is too late? Because I was thinking that was all part of the plan.
I was thinking that was going on.
Now, it'd be one thing if they flew over and the new Qatar Air Force 12 or whatever that plane is.
Yeah.
Did you wince? I saw you go.
I winced too.
Let's evaluate the emoluments clause of the Constitution by taking foreign gifts from a former president, but that's another story.
It looked like you were swallowing a cue ball.
Wow.
more like a bowling ball.
Bowling ball.
Man,
thanks for stopping by.
We had
buddy.
such a great, fun conversation going, and then all of a sudden.
All of a sudden, I got political there.
In a second. Man, you can't take him anywhere.
No, you can't. Not really.
Are you going to the race?
No. We went to the 98th run of the race. I believe everybody should go to the race at least one time for the experience.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And that once was, I'm good. I've done it.
Checked it off.
We're good.
Somebody
I've checked it off my bucket list.
Somebody told me, and Denny, I don't think it was you, but somebody said that they go every year, get there early, get set up. They watch all the pre-race things. They watch 10 laps and leave.
That's what we used to do. Now, I did tell you that, but it was many years ago.
That's kind of cool, though.
It is. Yeah. It kind of is. A lot of people do that. It's because it's that pre-race stuff.
And see, for me, race is kind of like a basketball game. I go for it's the first 2 minutes and the last 2 minutes that matter.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that's exactly right.
All right. Speaking of, are you going to be at the Pacer game?
No. I'll be watching or paying attention.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
I'm not a big sports person.
You got a lot of no's today. Nose.
No, I've never been a big sports person. I mean, I love what it does for the city. Don't get me wrong, in the community, the Pacers and their philanthropical efforts, the 500. But I'm just not a big sports person. I will watch baseball.
Before we let you go, give a hype to your newsletter because I enjoy reading all the gossip. Tell people you're a gossip queen, like a 7th or 8th grader, man.
And gossip sells.
And gossip sells. Well, tell them about your newsletter.
Yeah, on my Indy Politics website, I write a little web blog. I write a newsletter called The Cheat Sheet. You can get a subscription. It has all sorts of fun stuff in there. And the latest is about Secretary of State Diego Morales.
Unbelievable. Standing on the box.
And tiptoeing through the State House and staying on boxes to be taller.
It's a good thing you're an attorney because you say things in there and I think, I know he's getting sued on this one. I know he's getting sued on this.
Not been sued yet. Been threatened to be sued. I think, bring it on.
Wow.
I got all day.
Look at the time. We got to go. Coming right back with more 93 WIBC. Hey, good morning. Welcome back. I have a stuck sprinkler on at the Garden Center at Keystone.
Oh, no.
Shut the whole thing down, let the pressure off of it, and then turn it back on.
I know. I can't. I'm here.
Oh, you got... You're the only one who knows how to do the fertilizing. Now you're in charge of the sprinklers too?
Well, I run the sprinklers from my phone. But I think I have a stuck valve, so it has to be shut off. But there's different zones.
If you can get the controller, it's button 1, 2, and 5. Hold them at the same time.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm sorry.
This is a mechanical valve that gets stuck. So, okay, we'll work on that. We are here for the AES 500 Festival Parade.
What a beautiful day for a parade.
Beautiful day. It's 11:41. They should be stepping off here in the next few minutes, and then we should be seeing them within the next 15 minutes on the track. You think, or something like that?
Yeah. You know what? Last year, here's what I remember about last year's parade. It was so well run. I mean, it was like
on time.
There wasn't any big gaps in between units. I remember a couple years ago they lost power over by where TV was,
Right.
They had to stop the parade. And remember, there was a gap like of 18 or 20 minutes.
It was, and you thought it was over. You thought there's been several things that have happened in the parades in the past few
and just
years.
Sometimes it's just big gaps, but they really, I don't know if they had to have worked on that to tighten it up, but it was just one after another, and it was really cool because it kept everyone's interest, and so I thought we're hoping for the same thing. Terry, what are you doing? You're kind of looking at that gentleman.
She's checking out the people ahead of her. Number 14, so it's a Foyt fan.
Watching the dog.
Oh, there's a dog there.
Hey, this is a good time for me to congratulate the leadership of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Doug Bowles is a hero to the people of Speedway just because he gets out amongst them and has fun. But this last couple of weeks has been really hard to be a leader at IMS, and he was spectacular.
He's spectacular.
Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
And with IndyCar now.
Right, and as a Penske employee and as an IMS employee and an IndyCar employee, he's just stellar, and we are just blessed to have him. I'm a big fan of Doug Bowles, I'll say that.
So you're saying that this would be like, say, Carrie in our garden center having to
deal with
come
you.
Up and
tell you that
tell
you're
me.
wrong.
Right.
Yeah, how does that go, by the way?
Not very well.
Not very well. Anyway, Doug, we're all fans, and have a good race, brother. He's a good guy. We get to see him in the race today, or in the parade today.
Yep.
Oh, do we?
He and his wife Beth.
He's
here.
He stays in the. Doesn't he have a trailer, or does he glamp, or does he have a trailer?
I don't know, but he can't get home. I think
it's a trailer.
I think he does. No, I would call them motorhomes. I think they call all of them out there. The drivers all have motorhomes out there. When I worked for not IndyCar, but for a race team, the drivers would stay in a nice place or a hotel, or if they're here in Indiana, they stay in their home. But then the crew in the olden days, we'd have to find them a place to stay in Speedway. Oftentimes in a home. They would rent out a room in a home, and they would stay there. And that goes back a long way.
I think I've told the story about Gordon Johncock. Gordon Johncock stayed in Speedway with one of the girls I was dating, and he berated me when I brought her home too late one night.
Right, because he was staying at the house.
He was staying on the trailer on the property, and by golly, you better have Nancy home by 11 o'clock next time.
That's a great story.
Oh, golly.
But that's kind of the way it used to be. Now Speedway has grown incredibly, and there's more places for people to stay.
But there's still that texture. There's still that texture of the culture where they are in. Now we had the problem with the Europeans when the Europeans came over, the Emerson Fittipaldi and his orange juice gang. That didn't go down well with Speedway. But everything else,
we had a problem with the Europeans.
I'm saying.
And you know what? I've seen these Europeans hanging out on the street. Of Speedway.
And you know who
and
turned
I said that ain't gonna happen.
You know who
just
turned
take
it around?
Your skinny jeans.
No, you know who turned it around?
That fits you.
Elio Castroneves turned it around. He's the one that straightened it all out.
Yeah, he did.
Because you know what he did?
He acted like
Elio got all the Europeans together and said, "Listen, you have got to get rid of the skinny jeans."
I grew up when
that happened.
they would come to our schools.
At a
in
big
Speedway,
meeting.
there's 4 schools: School 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I remember Parnelli Jones. Parnelli Jones used to come to our classes.
I'm sorry. Did you say the schools in Speedway are named 1, 2, 3, and 4?
No, they were numbered. It was Wheeler. They're named after the 4 founders.
So there is
of
a name.
Oh yeah, Wheeler, Newby,
I go to
Allison,
1.
and
I'd like to go to 3.
You know what? If there's any opening whatsoever, you jump on it like a panther.
Well, it's just part of his charm.
Yeah, his charm. He has no charm.
Could you please tell me the founders'
His charm
names?
is like an anvil.
Hey, listen, I don't want the founders to go unannounced. Tell me who they are.
They're all dead.
That's okay. Their descendants are there.
Yeah.
There was
dealing with the Europeans. So go ahead.
There was Carl Fisher.
Okay.
Arthur Newby.
Okay.
James A. Allison. And Wheeler. And I can't remember Wheeler's first name.
Okay.
I guess I'll lose my passport to Speedway now.
Okay. So to their.
But that's the way.
I'm sure their family is still there.
Speedway grew from south to north. So from 10th Street and 16th Street, it moved north. So schools 1 were south of 16th. School 2 was north of that at about, 18th Street. And then Allison School was number 3, and that was up around 22nd Street. And then finally we went all the way north of 25th Street, and that was School 4. But that's how Speedway grew.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Just continues to grow.
But they didn't like them Europeans.
Them Europeans. We got to do something about the Europeans.
Okay.
And you know what? And no, I'm not going to say that. Never mind. We're coming right back.
That's the first time you've ever shut yourself down.
I know.
Oh my gosh, write it down.
Hey, Ethan, clip that tape. I've never heard him say that before.
I have it.
Growing. I think you're growing.
Because, I was going to say when they're picking on the Europeans.
No.
No,
just stop.
I'm not going to say it.
Trust your gut. Your first instinct was just not say.
I'm going to say these other people were very happy.
Why did you ruin it? Why didn't you just take a break?
We're coming right back. 93 WIBC. Hey, good morning. Welcome. We are getting ready here for the 500 Festival Parade brought to you by AES. We are on the south side of the circle. We're looking south on Meridian Street, so we're going to bring you the live coverage as the drivers, the parade units roll by. We're joined, we have Denny Smith is here. I think Terry maybe is here. Allison and Jason Hammer is back with us, who's kind of was hanging out. I thought, why waste this talent?
Yes. And I see some people in clown wigs in front of me. I'm not sure if they're clowns or New York Knicks fans. I'm not sure. Could be column A, could be column B.
I'm pretty sure they're preachers. No, we had a fair amount of preachers, but they all stood like within feet of each other. It's like almost like it was a turf war of preachers.
Worst Beat It video ever. That's what that was. The worst Beat It video ever. But man, listen, how awesome is this? The sun is shining. The weather's beautiful. Like, I'm critical of Indianapolis a lot because I live here. My parents live here. I live here. This is where they're going to put me in the ground. And when we do things well, it makes me happy. And right now, man, the city is on fire. We've got the parade. The Fever have a big game coming up, like right after the parade. They're taking on New York, ironically. And then tomorrow, the Racers and the Pacers. This is it, man. And if we could just get our political leaders to stop acting like these guys in the wigs over here, we'll be in business.
You know what? The Mayor Hogsett's going to be here, and I know you can cheer him on. He'll be coming right at us. Unit number 7.
Should I go up to my bar in my office and get him a gift?
You have a bar in your office?
I do.
How come we don't have a bar in our office, Pat?
We don't have an office.
Oh, we don't have an office.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this Friday on Celebrity Beer Bong on the Hammer and Nigel show, this little lady right here, producer Allison. She will be doing her very first beer bong live on air this upcoming Friday.
He has been driving me nuts, asking me to fly over.
That's Trump making his way in.
He heard beer bong and he said, I'm in.
Flying a Saudi F-15.
You know what he said? He said, Allison Lemons now? No.
Fill up the jet. We're going to Indy.
You know what? Those jets, before they set up for the flyover, they fly right over our farm, and they do 2 passes. They come through, so I get 2 chances to get them on video. I usually screw up both of them.
That's where they clear out the toilet tank, isn't it? Right there at your place.
It's going to be 5 jets this week. I do know that because they were practicing.
Monsignor Shadle,
our spiritual advisor.
And Hammer, you're going to want to hear this because we were talking about Steve Wheatley, who was running the Sullivan Express trains, and he was an administrator at St. Francis Hospital. And Ed Tinder, who ran CYO Catholic Youth Organization, which was mostly sports but other things as well. And Monsignor says Ed and Steve are living proof that all good men come from Beech Grove.
There it is.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Groovy Grovers, as we call them around our parts.
Yeah.
Groovy Grovers.
That's not what we called them.
The Mount Rushmore of Beech Grove, I think. Steve McQueen, who was born there, didn't live there, born there.
And got the hell out.
Katie Gerald's Miss Basketball, Purdue women's head coach,
awesome.
State champion.
Awesome.
Yeah,
she's on the Mount Rushmore. And then there's a big drop-off, and I think you've got possibly Brian Bosma, the longtime Speaker of the House, and Mike Chappell.
You know, Brian, can I tell you a funny story?
Okay.
So I hope Brian won't take offense to this, but when he was Speaker of the House, remember when Rickers set up two restaurants in their store so they could sell beer?
Yes.
And Brian was quite upset.
Oh,
and
sure he was.
Speaker of the House, and he said, I'm really unhappy. This in the media. I'm really unhappy. This liquor board has even given a permit to a hardware store.
Of course, that was Sullivan Hardware.
That was me. Well, Brian's in all the time grabbing a beer and shopping for plants now.
Yeah.
So I never really remind him.
Great moments in Brian Bosma history. The 5 years I was out of radio, I was running marketing at the casino in Shelbyville. And this is when we were desperately trying to get live cards and dealers because it was just the electronic for a long time. So if you went in to play blackjack, it was a stupid electronic game. Yep. So he was making a big deal. It's an expansion of gaming if you get live dealers. The dealer's already there. He's just hitting a button. There's no difference of him handing a card.
Yeah.
He told me in a meeting, well, I've never really been to your facility. Oh, well, thanks a pant load, you ball-headed geek. Thanks. You're screwing people over.
That was Mr. Beech Grove,
You know,
sir.
now listen, I took a nice story and you've made it into an angry one.
Bald-headed Grover, is that what you called him?
Bald-headed geek. The fact that he's from the Beech Grove area is just happened to be, part of the fun story. That's how we bring it all together.
I feel like that story
really
went.
Yin and yang.
I feel like it just went way wrong.
Really
it's a good thing Hammer's not a hothead.
I tell my kids, like, as they come up in their careers, don't burn any bridges. But when you get to be my age, burn it to the ground. Bring some gasoline, bring some matches, buy it from Sullivan's Hardware, and burn it to the ground.
Okay, boy, look at the time.
Happy Memorial Day, everybody.
Look at the time. Hour number 4.
Former program directors I used to
WIBC.
have, burn it down.
Well, some folks say that grown-up men are still just little boys, that really the only difference is the price of our toys. We go for macho symbols like guns and running shoes, pickup trucks, hunting ducks, and
hey, good afternoon. Welcome to WIBC's coverage of the AES 500 Festival Parade.
Brought to you by Sullivan Hardware and all the good folks at all the locations, both at 71st and Keystone, 49th and Penn, up north at Cicero and Allisonville Home and Garden by Sullivan. They are sponsoring our position here. Thank you, Pat Sullivan and all the team.
Oh, you're welcome. We're excited to do it. We're excited to have our Sullivan Express trains in the 500 Festival Parade this year for the second year. Terry, look at the crowd.
Look at this
quickly.
Phenomenal crowd. It is finally everybody is in their seat and they're waiting just as we look south on Meridian Street on the south spoke of Monument Circle. We are actually seeing, which I think, is this called Unit 1?
They're the
IMPD?
pre-parade.
They're pre-parade.
Yep.
IMPD, motorcycle, are they dancers? What do we call them? Motorcycle.
The IMPD,
they're the
motorcycle drill team.
Drill team.
Drill team.
They've been everywhere, all over the world with
they
their
were
motorcycles.
just in Fort Myers.
They were in Fort Myers.
They were in Fort Myers and performed.
You're lying.
All right. No, I'm not. In February or March.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Well, I knew there'd been a lot of places. I didn't know they were headed to Fort Myers.
They did.
Which is awesome.
They did a great job.
Here they come now. Look at the O. The
come.
O is so hot. Okay, here we go.
The O is so hot. Okay.
He's so dreamy.
One of the things that they do is they push the crowd back. They run over their toes and they flinch and move.
Yeah, look at it.
Ladies and gentlemen, they all have checkered flags back on their antenna wires. And Boy, look at the chrome on those things. These are big Harleys made just for them.
Yeah, look, it appears they've arrested one guy and they've got him strapped back on the back of one of the bikes.
Yeah, he was mad. He threw his shoe at him, the one that he didn't run over.
Boy Scout? They've got the Boy Scout on the back?
No,
I can't really tell.
You've already scared all the Boy Scouts away, Terry.
I really have. My apologies. But anyway, I'm hoping that somebody's going to stand on a seat.
I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. It's going to come right at us.
That will be the lieutenant.
They are weaving in and out along Meridian Street as we look south. And goodness knows, it looks like they've done this before.
There's a little bit of hazing. The I just smacked the A on the shoulder hard.
Okay, and there goes the A is getting back in line.
It's tough love.
And pretty soon we will be able to look south, and we will see the word Indianapolis on their bikes.
Which one should we fix up Allison with? I'd love for her to have somebody here with this group.
I think it's the second O in 500.
Well, you know what? It's funny because I looked at the D and I thought he would make a good husband.
Look, Allison, she won't even look at us. Come on, Allison. Look at number D. Look at D. Let her D.
Somebody taking a video. Okay. Somebody that wanted to have a family.
He's got a gray mustache and he's in his 60s. Why would Allison want to marry somebody like that?
That's all the credentials she needs.
No, I meant his son.
All right, here he comes. He'll be standing up this time. Here you go, Terry. Hey, I'm the king of the world. Hit the brakes. Look at that. That guy in the front row is going to have to change his diaper. Did you see how close that came?
Change his diaper? I'm going to have to change my underwear.
I saw the girl in the jean jacket down here.
That scared the hell out of me. We have done this a long time. Right. I've never seen.
I've been either.
It's almost like he forgot that he needed to sit down to break.
He did?
Jeez.
You can't say that on radio.
Oh, my gosh.
Get your finger on the dump button. That was close. Good job, men. All right, the Indianapolis 500 motorcycle drill team been all over the world and almost was in Terry Stacy's lap.
Oh, my goodness. That's about all the scare I needed right there.
Look at this. What's happening
This
over
is a trolley.
Here? No, with the sidecar.
Oh, sidecar. You got a side buddy. All right, with the Colts flag on the back of the motorcycle.
Cool. There's a story there. All right, here comes the trolley. A good Irish kid sitting in the front seat, red hair and blue eyes.
That is the
drill team.
It's the Goodwill Ambassadors.
The Goodwill Ambassadors.
Yeah, look at that.
So I would call that the families of the drill team of the Indianapolis
yes, I think you called that since
1954.
Think how long ago that's been, buddy.
Well, that was when we started
76
Did we
years
mention
ago.
that Landon's here?
71.
Oh, that Landon Coons.
I wanted to mention real quick.
From our sister station. And why is he here? Because he can pronounce the names of the drivers.
Yeah, Jimmy, our old board op, is back with us. He's a huge Indy 500 fan. He's been helping out all month of May.
So,
and,
Jimmy...
he's going to help us with the race car drivers' names.
And that's great. Because
smile at the trolley. They're taking your picture, kids.
That is a painful thing for me. So, Jimmy, how long have you been a race nut? All your life?
Probably since out the womb.
Out the womb. Out of the womb.
He was just getting autographs this morning.
Really?
Allegedly.
So
allegedly.
Have you pretty much gone to every race?
I was telling Jared down here, this will be my 13th Indy 500.
Wow. Straight.
No, not straight. So my first one was in 2011. J.R. Hildebrand hit the wall right in front of me. I missed 2012. I went from 13 to 19, and then I don't know, some pandemic happened.
Oh yeah,
Landon, and I came back 21.
Landon, I'm gonna play the part of Pat Sullivan. Nobody cares. 13 times, right?
Yes, sir.
There we go. How'd I do, Pat?
He asked consecutively.
No, but pretty good. But we're pretty much out of stuff to talk about. So.
All right.
Oh, really? Well, coming up, it always starts off with unit number 2. The marching band of Purdue.
That's true.
Which have been a part of
All-American.
All-American. They're just nobody ever gets tired of the Purdue marching band with the big drum.
Yep.
It's just fun.
It is fun. They're great. It's always a great way. That has been a tradition for I don't know how many years.
Well,
the funny thing about Purdue is there is no music department. Everything is volunteer, whether it's the marching band, the stage band, but all music, including the boys' glee club, the men's glee club, everything is volunteer.
I have a young man that works for us and goes to Purdue, and he's back working this summer, Noah. And Noah plays the trombone.
Oh, that's right.
And a state
tromboner.
Yep.
With Purdue?
Yes, at Purdue, but I'm not sure in the band. But he plays in a certain group. Mm-hmm. He had to go, and they paid him. They had to play through 9 graduation ceremonies.
Oh my gosh.
9.
Oh my gosh.
And you know how long they are too.
Yes. Wow. And he goes, you sit through, they call every name still at Purdue.
Oh my gosh.
And he goes, they got to the point where they would have their phones in their program. But he goes, we got paid and that was good. And I think it was over 3 days.
Wow.
But it was something.
He's probably out of breath by the end.
Yeah.
Face is purple by the end of the day.
I think it was mainly just a lot of sitting.
We are at the AES Indiana division of the 500 Festival Parade, and it's a horse brigade that's coming our way. And I think it's the National Guard, but I'm not positive, Terry Lynn.
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't like the horses?
No, I love the horses very much.
No, here it is. Go ahead, tell it.
They let them poop on the streets and everything.
I just hope they're having a good time.
But
all.
would you be happy? Would it make it happier if the guys were walking and the horses were laying on their backs? Yeah, see, because you don't care about humans.
You know what? Just let them walk if they want to. Really, I mean, if you just if they want to be in the parade, let them walk. If they don't,
they seem happy.
It's
a beautiful day too.
These horses are easily.
This is a beautiful sight to see coming down.
They look very regal.
This is a picture moment.
These look like prime Budweiser Clydesdales right here.
No. These are 16 hands. They're not Clydesdale.
They could be whatever they wanted to be.
I think this is this IMPD? No, this is.
No,
who is this?
IMPD will be later. I think it's
the fire department.
Look how that one horse is picking up his legs so high because he's tired.
Oh,
Terry!
Don't
I think
even
he's
start.
He's just showing off.
I think his feet hurt.
His feet do not hurt.
Look, he's leaning towards the other guy. I think his feet are hurt.
Terry.
He's got like the
ray of sunshine for WIBC. Oh, and there's a poop wagon. The most important person of the day.
That is the
yes.
Unsung hero.
Unsung hero.
They are beautiful.
It's a brand new shovel, though.
Let's hope.
I hope it was locally sourced.
Well, we've got a little bit of a break, so this is a good time for us to throw it back to Ethan.
Oh, that is a good idea.
Take a break.
We'll take a break right now.
Coming right back with more 93 WIBC. There they go, the Purdue All-American Marching Band making their way by onto Monument Circle. And I saw Noah from the store in the trombone section.
Yeah! That's so great.
So I did, looking good.
Oh, man.
Let's take a listen. Having been in every 500 Festival Parade since the first in 1957, this 289-member band includes twirlers, color guard, and dance team. The band sports traditional black and gold uniforms. The Purdue Marching Band.
80% of those band members, Pat, are STEM majors.
I didn't know what that meant, so I didn't say it.
Okay.
They're science smart kids.
Yeah, they're the smart
What does that mean?
Sciencey smart kids.
Right behind them, we've got the American flag balloon waving high above the route. It's our favorite symbol of freedom. The American flag balloon proudly flying the stars and stripes. They're guided by the help of our community volunteers. This balloon honors the spirit of Memorial Day, celebrates the values that unite us all. Show your patriotic pride of red, white, and blue. I hope you all get your flags out. And remember, on Memorial Day, we take the flags all the way up to the top, bring them back down half staff, and then at noon, we take them back up full staff.
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. Now you do.
Here we go. Who's next, Miss Allison?
You know, I have.
It's me. I have coming behind the big flag is 500 Festival Chair of the Board, Dr. Jim Callahan.
He just went that way.
In official Camaro pace car. Served as a flight surgeon in the United States Air Force. Thank you for your service, sir.
And then right behind him, we have the AES representative, our title sponsor here at the parade, Ken Zagazebski.
I'm going to say
Zagazebski.
Yep. I just call him Kenny.
I think we know him more as Kenny, but he is the senior vice president and president of the utilities, and he's been with the company for over 30 years.
Got great haircut.
Great hair, I will might add.
Here comes the queen. Here comes the queen. Oh. I don't see a key here. We should have a key.
comes our title sponsor for the AES 500 Festival Parade, welcoming race fans from around the world and proudly powering Central Indiana every day of the year. Today, they're lighting up the parade route with energy, innovation, and Hoosier pride. This year's float highlights AES Indiana's strong ties to local community and its commitment to delivering cleaner, more efficient energy, all while powering a more substantial future.
Just the way I wrote it, Pat. Good job.
AES is the only company to be part of every 500 Festival Parade since the very beginning. Let's hear it for the longtime community partner, AES. And everyone on the float today is a STEM member.
Oh, boy. Now, see, you had to say STEM twice.
You guys see the fake person in the back?
I knew this would happen.
Great float.
It's the luck of a plumber who can handle anything that gets in the drain. Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett leading our city with dedication, pride. Please welcome the Honorable Joe Hogsett, Mayor
Terry,
of
wave to Joe.
Hey, Joe!
Hey,
Joe!
Terry, not in my ear. With a commitment to community, a vision for a brighter future, Mayor Hogsett is honored to celebrate this day with all of you.
And just blew a kiss to Terry Stacy.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
I think that means he likes you.
I don't know.
All right, Terry, you're up.
All right, coming behind, we've got, this is cool. I love this band. This is the Indianapolis Public Schools All-City Marching
one of my
Band.
favorite, too.
Me too. Led by Josh Goodman, 80-member band, proudly representing all 4 Indianapolis Public Schools. Here they come. I want y'all to be able to hear them a little bit. Crispus Attucks, George Washington High School, Shortridge, Arsenal Tech. Here they come.
So that's when you say, Terry, you say, let's take a listen.
Let's take a listen. I will for those of you at home, they were beautiful.
Uniforms.
And they are.
Let's take a listen.
Thank you, Kevin.
Very mighty.
One of our favorite people of all time is coming up.
Yes.
Honored to see and welcome the leader of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway IndyCar President Doug Bowles. And back to the Here we go.
Man of the people. That's our president. Truly.
Truly, dedication and passion is truly.
Doug is this year's official Indianapolis race car. In the pack-in Salomar is this jaw-dropping 2025 Corvette ZR1 in Arctic white with iconic Indy 500 graphics and a gold-green racing stripe that just screams speed.
How fast can he go, Pat? How fast?
233 miles an hour.
Wow. All right, we've got the 500 Festival Grand Marshal. Here's Scott Pollard with what a great story. With years to get a heart transplant. Needed a heart transplant. Oh, my God, he got it. A former first-round draft pick, Scott, 11 seasons in the NBA, including 3 of them with our Pacers. Off the court, he's passionate about giving back. The important causes of education. He got it.
Follow me behind. It's on TV. They are kids and getting people closer to because they're on a horse. It's a really cool relationship that they build with the community.
Sorry about them being here too.
Drivers,
Row 11,
here for us.
starting in 33rd, 2018 500 champion. He's starting in the back. A little bit of controversy over this past weekend, but you know what? Him and the guy starting 32nd, they're going to work their way through the field. Starting 33rd, Will Power. Will, a lad of the lad from Australia.
Are you saying he has an accent?
Yeah, he does. And right behind him, with his wife, Ashley, starting second, your two-time and defending Indianapolis 500 champion and fall diversity, Mr. Joseph Newgarden.
Was with Marco Andretti.
Hey, welcome back to WIBC's coverage of the AES 500 Festival
parade. Yeah, we're kind of tired. We're sort of haggard here.
I wanted to say band because my brain was on the Crimson Marching Band who came by. They're from Goshen, Indiana. Directed by Tom Cox. They are Class A state finalists, and they did a great job.
They look great. It's the red on top, black pants on uniform. They really look good. And right behind them is the Indianapolis Chinese Community Center. And you talk about bright colors. This is really good. They have the standard dragon that leads the show, but this is a nonprofit that highlights the multicultural landscape of central Indiana with a stunning dragon dance, all performed by volunteers. And it has been in the parade for the past 20 years.
Now it is time to meet your row 10 drivers starting 30th. Racing down the route. Here comes Marcus Armstrong, a New Zealand lad in the number 66 car for Meyer Shank Racing. He's sponsored by Spectrum Mobile. He's ready to take the track by storm tomorrow. It's going to be interesting to see him come from the back after being in a nasty crash last week. It'll be good to see him. He's a nice dude. Talked to him earlier in the week. It took him a little bit to get cleared by the medical staff. And I asked him, I said, is he okay? I said, are you all right? And he's like, I'm sore, but other than that, I'm all right. I'm ready to go through the field.
He got a free Band-Aid.
He did get a free Band-Aid.
He's looking good now, though.
He's looking good now. He's waving to the people. He's a good dude. And we'll wait to see
who's the one with all the babes behind him?
That would be the heir of the Andretti Empire, Marco Andretti. He'll be starting 29th. His grandfather, 1969 Indy 500 champion Mario Andretti. His father, Michael Andretti, the third generation. Marco will be going for his 20th attempt at the Indy 500. He came so close back in 2006
as a rookie driver.
Year. And Sam Horner Jr. said, "Not so fast, buddy."
Oh, that was.
But it was good. It was good.
Here
Marco
comes
Andretti.
a WIBC fan favorite for sure.
Terry Stacey already waving. Here comes Graham Rahal, a competitor like no other. Make some noise for Graham Rahal, a pioneer in the racing world as the second youngest driver to win an IndyCar race and pole position. Graham represents Rahal Letterman Lanigan Racing in the car number 15, sponsored by United Rentals, and son, I should say, of Indy 500 champion Bobby Rahal.
And a fun fact, a big green egg aficionado.
Is he an enthusiast?
He loves the big green egg.
And next we got behind him the One America Financial presenting the Spirit of America walking flag. This 30x60 flag pays tribute to those who have sacrificed their lives for America's freedom, creating an honorable tribute to our nation's heroes.
Allison, that looks easy, but if you look,
28 volunteers are holding up that flag.
They're trying to dance and stay in touch left and right.
They're making the turn.
They're making the turn.
They love it, though. I mean, these guys come back every year, and they want to be in that same spot where they are.
Yeah.
And it's a fun tradition for them. This is a long walk.
At least half of them are sober.
Parade. But behind them is the 38th Infantry Division Marching Band. Hometown right here in Indianapolis, under the command of Chief Warrant Officer 2, Catherine Maloney, 44 members strong. Recognized as one of the top military bands in the Midwest.
It looked, I thought for a minute the band wasn't going to stop and was going to crash into the One America Financial Spirit of America.
They are in their Army greens, and they're supposed to be the musical ambassadors for the Indiana National Guard, who is out here in presence for security. So God bless these guys.
So let's see if they're going to play here, and we'll take a listen to the 38th Infantry Division Marching Band. Here we go. Cue the band.
They're coming. It's coming.
I can feel it coming.
I know you will.
Here they go.
Come on, Sergeant Major. Blow the whistle.
They're wearing their Army green service uniforms, for those of you that can't see them.
I think it may be one of those bands that can't turn right and play at the same time.
Maybe so.
No, there we go.
Okay.
Next up.
You shouldn't say that.
Introducing Sergeant Major of the U.S. Army, Michael Weimer. Joining him are Joshua A. Brown, State Command Sergeant Major, Indiana National Guard, and Brigadier General Justin Mann, Director of Joint Staff, Indiana National Guard.
Michael Weimer was the keynote speaker yesterday during the 500 Festival memorial services at the War Memorial.
Oh, really? Very cool.
And,
he was in special missions units. You notice he was wearing the green beret.
Yep.
Thanks for your service, Sergeant Major.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go Pacers! Wow.
We are really getting to see everything right up close. They're bringing their vehicles right up so that the people in the parade can see and almost touch them right out. Behind that is the Eagle Balloon. You know, this Eagle Balloon, Pat, has been around for a long time. Soaring high. It was sponsored by Dormakaba. They're led by the Gold Star families. Gold Star families, we honor them and share their grief, but we celebrate their loved ones in today's parade. This balloon is a moving tribute to those who gave absolutely everything to our country. Just the gratitude and the warmth and the applause from the parade goers is really pretty touching.
I'm going to say the Eagle Balloon is feisty today.
Feisty and low.
It is feisty.
Yeah, and
they're bringing it down.
All right, they're making the turn.
They're bringing it down.
Pivot.
Bringing it in.
Pivot.
No
Here we go.
No, not there. Not there.
Yeah, easy.
Hey!
Nice.
They're doing the spin.
They're doing the spin.
How'd you like to be the lady right underneath the tail where the poop chute is?
I'll tell you what, they have to really work. They practice this. This is
Do floats even have that?
handlers.
There they go. They make their way onto Monument Circle.
Here comes row number 9.
Row number 9.
So I talked to this guy the other day during an interview, and he has a funny video out on Twitter where he calls random drivers, and all he calls them and just says, "I hope you're doing well. I just want to let you know good night." And they think he's pulling some kind of prank on him. But no, Colton Herta. Here comes racing prodigy Colton Herta, the youngest driver to ever win an NTT IndyCar Series race and pole position. He's ready to bring his fierce competitive nature back to the track on Sunday. Colton races for Andretti Global Team, driving the number 26 Gamebridge Honda. And a little something about Colton. His number font looks awfully similar to Dan Weldon's back in 2005.
Yes, it does.
And it is a fitting tribute to a fallen legend. And right behind him is Jack Harvey. He's driving up the route in row 9. When he's not driving for the team and driver Ryan Bold with Cusick Motorsports, he's also a pit reporter for Fox Sports for IndyCar. He also joins Kevin Lee.
He's doing something.
He says, get over here. He wants an autograph.
Get an autograph. There you go.
There you go, buddy.
Completely against the rules. But this
Completely.
is cool.
But you love stuff like this.
I know.
Yeah, Terry's going to report him. Terry's calling the officer over right now. I want that stopped, she said.
You know what? We just heard from Doug Bowles. Jack Harvey will be moving to the back of the pack.
That's right.
That's right. He saw that. He's like, not on my watch.
Watch the kids.
Oh, now you've started it. Yeah. Now you can't be doing that, man. So what happened after he signed one? Now all the kids are coming.
They're just doing high fives. They're doing high fives.
That's cool.
Okay.
Be careful there, buddy.
Jack is going to the back of the pack.
I know.
For sure.
And the guy that's known as Hot Pants is coming up.
Yeah, Hot Pants, really, yesterday. Yesterday was the true definition of Hot Pants. He said he came out of the car, looked like Ace Ventura trying to come out of the back of the Rhino. Give it up for 2014 Indy 500 champion Ryan Hunter Ray, nicknamed Captain America. He'll be driving the number 23.
Look at all the kids. He's been around a while now. He's a veteran. He truly is. I remember when he first got on the scene.
Aww.
He's just a kid, but
Just a boy from Florida.
Boy from Florida. Oh, here we go.
That voice you hear is Landon Coons, who has joined us here at the broadcast table.
Allison.
And coming up next, we have the Marching Maroons from Belleville, Illinois.
Maroons.
Led by Michael Pond Jones. His band has performed at U.S. Air Force deployment ceremonies, and they have this striking black, maroon, and silver uniforms. And let's take a listen. Terry, do you want to join in on the batons?
Are you a good flag twirler, Terry?
Not a flag twirler.
Oh, you're not a flag twirler, just batons.
1923.
Yeah.
And these are the original uniforms.
No, Pat. You're not.
Never been washed either.
Color they can keep.
Never been washed.
You don't
Never
know
been
that
washed.
that's not true.
Black, maroon, and
All right,
silver.
Let's listen. Let's take a listen.
Saxophones are passing us right now, along with the baritones held high.
We want to listen.
We don't hear it. Let's hear it.
You've been shushed.
I know, by professionals.
Are we professionals, though?
No, not that.
That was kind of a rookie mistake of Allison's to take a listen when it was the Flag Girls.
Well, I thought they were moving pretty quick, so I thought we were excited.
Okay.
That was my fault. Okay.
I don't think I've seen a whole row of cymbals my whole life in a band.
Really?
But there's 8 cymbals there, and I mean 8 pairs of cymbals.
A lot of symbolism there.
Bang those cymbals. Come on now. Bang them. Bang them.
Danny was the only one to laugh at that. I'm so happy he's the only one that laughed.
They're pretty slow in this group.
Okay.
I figured.
Making their debut in the parade, let's welcome the Indiana Girls Basketball Foundation.
Wow.
Dedicated to empowering young women through the sport of basketball. Wow, women's sports in general right now, hot.
Look at that. Everybody's dribbling.
Yep, these are hoopers. These are what we're calling hoopers.
Indiana's a basketball state.
It sure is. This foundation scholarship program designed to award scholarships for those players who have a goal to attend college and best represent IGB on the court, in the classroom, and of course around the community. They're little ones and they're bouncing. Everybody's got a basketball. They're bouncing them as they make the turn here on Monument Circle.
Pat, can you bounce a basketball and smile?
I can't do either. No, I can smile.
Oh, here
comes our favorite Southern Indiana singer.
That's right.
Clayton Anderson.
Clayton.
Dog. You might recognize Clayton from his national anthem performance that kicked off the AES 500 Festival Parade. He's also known for his country hits like Tennessee, Take Me Down, Run Wild, and more. Let's give a big cheer to Clayton Anderson.
He's awesome. He played last night at, I believe he was in Speedway on Rockin' on Main.
Rockin' on Main was big time.
Yeah.
Even the Speedway residents, they bike and they walk to that because it's all within walking distance for Speedway. But they love that one. They love that one.
Pat's next.
Hey, coming up.
Denny's next.
Oh, yeah,
I had Clayton Anderson.
Go ahead, Denny's next.
Well, this is so professional.
Well, we're at a halt. Should we take a quick break?
Let's take a quick break. Before Terry takes the break.
We're coming right back, 93 WIBC.
Your Ghostbusters are coming. Aren't you a Ghostbusters?
You're going to kick it off with Nolan.
Right after Lily.
Here on Monument Circle.
While you were away, we saw Jim Cornelius' son.
Jim Cornelison. Cornelison, yeah.
Cornelison, who does an unbelievable job.
And we missed the row 8 drivers. Who were they?
We had one of the 3 rookies in the field, Nolan Siegel, Kyle Kirkwood, and looking for his drive to 5, Elio Castroneves.
The Nationalities Council came by, and all the ethnicity that we saw, the colors, it was just terrific. The vibrant display of culture that they just get right out there and dance and sing, whatever. And then Jim Cornelison, and the Centerville Blue Regiment came by swinging for us, and then the Eli Lilly float
is making its way in front of us right now. And next up, the Circle City Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call? Circle City Ghostbusters, decked out in movie-accurate flight suits, proton packs. This crew is ready to keep Indianapolis ghost-free, but their mission goes beyond the paranormal. They dedicate their time to local charities, supporting organizations like the Children's Museum. Wow, they are
getting a ghost
favorite.
right now.
I think they're taking something pretty serious. What do you think?
I tell you,
they're celebrating their 11th year.
There's a giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Man around.
That's a nuclear-based defibrillator there in the bat, Pat.
Say that 5 times fast.
Right in front of us.
All right, Warren Central Gold Brigade. We think of Warren Central about football. We think Warren Central for basketball. But I got to tell you, this marching band and color guard are unbelievable. 121 members. They hail from the west side or east side of Indianapolis. They were back-to-back ISS-MA Scholastic A champions in 23 and 24. I love to see it. All the flags have got the black and white check motif going on. They've made 27 appearances at the ISS-MA state finals since the mid-'80s.
Let's take a listen. That's what I like to say.
I like you to do it.
You'd be good in television.
Yeah. Let's take a listen.
Let's take a closer look.
Here they come. Listen to that.
I just love the checkered uniforms.
I do too.
It looks so good with the gold.
And the cowbell. The cowbell stands out.
Yeah.
Got to have more cowbell.
Now, as a band aficionado, it's very rare that you get the trumpets in the first row. First row is almost always bass. It's the trombones. Your buddy that works with you, Noah?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know there was a pecking order.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, trombones are usually.
Banty Rooster is.
Hey, way down the road,
players.
way down the road there, Landon. I see another row 7.
We do have row 7 drivers coming up. Make some noise for Calamilot, a United Kingdom native. Calamilot represents Prema Racing in their rookie season, driving the number 90. Let's hear for Calamilot in row number 7.
First time at the Speedway. They've got the big glass pavilion there just south of the pits. It is gorgeous to go in there.
It is awesome. And it's a big team of Italians.
Yeah.
Big paisans.
And the manager is from Great Britain. And he's a friend of mine. And I said, what's it like dealing with a lot of Italians? He says, I got to learn to speak this language.
And then right behind Calamilot, the second of 3 rookies in the field, Louis Foster. He won the 2024 Indy Next by Firestone Championship. He's ready to take his maiden Indy 500 debut, driving for Ray Hall, Letterman, Lanigan Racing. And one thing I love about Louis, his mustache is awesome.
That's right.
I mean, it looks like something from the 80s. It's very Nigel Manson.
It's very
Nigel Mansell. Nigel Mansell has.
No.
Do you think that? Is there anything with the wind speed that would cause, kind of the car to slow?
I don't know, but I mean, like.
Wait till you see him when he comes in. He looks like a game cartoon or something.
He looks. It's a porn star mustache.
He is. It is.
He is one of the nicest dudes too.
Cool.
Here he comes. Lots of pictures being taken.
Look at that mustache, dude.
Yeah, that is like a 1970s porn.
It's a porn stash. And then
no, wait a minute. That looks like a Magnum PI.
No.
I can see it. I can see it, Denny. And then right behind him, well, he's actually not in the car right now because he's actually flying back down to Charlotte to go practice the NASCAR Cup Series race.
That's Tony Kanaan.
Tony Kanaan is in place for Kyle Larson, who is attempting his second attempt at the double. But in place for him is 2013 Indy 500 champion Tony Kanaan, man of the people.
That is great. Talk about calling an audible.
I mean, he is so.
The cardboard cutout of Kyle Larson is awesome.
All right, now, in deference to the broadcast crew, there's a very Landon, Ethan, whatever happens, you hold on. We've got a very special float coming right at us. Look at that.
It's the Sullivan Express.
It's a Sullivan Express.
It seems to be holding up the parade route.
Well,
I mean, this is the biggest gap we've seen.
Oh, they're going into maneuvers.
Okay.
Look at this.
Oh, look at the maneuvers here.
What's that coming down the track?
This is serpentine.
Yeah, this is the serpentine.
Sullivan Hardware.
Oh, look at that.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh, are you taking pictures?
They're doing the weave. They're doing the weave.
Let's put some video together.
Okay.
Allison's taking video, I'll bet you.
Now, it doesn't look like they have much of a suspension, Pat. When they run over one of those manholes, it bounces their jaws loose.
Yeah, the people riding usually need to go to a chiropractor.
Okay. Well.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, Sullivan, I'm so proud for you.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for putting this in here, buddy.
This is year number 2 for the Sullivan Express. We have over 100,000 people ride the Sullivan Express between our Christmas train and the Pumpkin Town Express.
It's a tradition. It's become such a family tradition.
It is. It really is. It kind of started with me going to Ellis Ayres when I was a kid to ride the train, and we decided that we could try something like that. So
hey, I don't want to say that they're not very strong, but it looks to me like the Yabba Dabba Doo mobile from the Flintstones is catching up. I mean, they're foot powered.
They're right. They're pedal powered with their feet.
Every one of our 8 trains is. Oh, there's my little grand.
Look at the baby.
I see the baby.
That's little Roar.
Look at that baby.
That's Roar.
Take a picture.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Take a
anyway,
picture.
the Sullivan Express losing all their dental work, going over. Yeah.
It's so great.
It's a crowd.
Roar.
Polar Express ain't got nothing on the Sullivan Express.
Kids, oh my gosh. That's great. Oh, Pat.
Oh.
That's so fun.
Oh, look at the bear sticking out the
That's
back.
a showstopper. 2 bears, one on either side.
Here comes the
We see him.
Flintstones.
All right, the Flintstones are coming at us. We can wave to Fred, Wilma, and Dino as they cruise in with the Flintstones car. A handmade ride features 3 beloved cartoon characters and what might not be the fastest car in Indy, but it can sure keep up with the trains. It's definitely the most prehistoric. Give a big shout out to the Yabba Dabba Doo.
I believe this is their first year, correct?
This is their first year. The car is built on a DeLorean frame powered by 2 10-speed bicycles.
All right, we're going to step away in a couple seconds here, but right now we're looking at the what band is this coming?
It's a Red Regiment.
There you go. All right, so we're going to take a short break for the news, and we will be back with more of our coverage of the AES 500 Festival Parade.